This is Star Market Celtics Tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over C.
No!
He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers. UMass Lowell, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, Bosch Tools, Kelly's Roast Beef, Catches Law, your New England Chevy dealers. Live Nation, Gulf Oil, Charles D. Sheehy, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. How about a trail three? Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, Mass Mutual, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, FindMassMoney.gov, your New England Honda dealers, Corona, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Shaw's and Star Market, Ram, Northeastern DeMoore McKim School of Business, the Antidosi Baking Company, your New England Cadillac dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
Inside TD Garden for a little Celtics playoffs after dark. Tonight, the Celtics go for the closeout in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals against the Orlando Magic. Away we go. Thanks for staying up late, sharing Game 5 with us. I'm Sean Grante. Cedric Maxwell rejoins us shortly, and when he does, coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, the late-night Game 5 edition of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. We'll get up to the minute on the health of Drew Holiday and what his absence has meant for the Celtics in the two games in Orlando. It's pretty glaring when you take them as a group. As we break down Game 5, the Magic did everything they hoped to do in Orlando. They limited the Celtics' threes. They forced turnovers. They made it a rock fight. Can they do it one more time, let alone three? We'll discuss why and just maybe why not. We'll take our trip around the NBA, check in on both Game 5s in the East. Knicks and Pistons at MSG. Pacers trying to close out the Bucks, while last night the Rockets tried to test the Warriors' generational defensive captain and failed. They have lead up the far sideline. Takes the heave at the buzzer. It's no good! It's no good! The Warriors hang on! Final score, Golden State 109, Houston 106. And the Warriors have taken a commanding 3-1 lead. We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
Danny always had a great quote. It's like coaches create spiders. And it's like if you sit there and come up with the 10, 12 things that, it may do, it could distract you from the things that you need to actually do.
But coming up next, 2 years ago, the Celtics won Game 4 in Atlanta to take a 3-1 lead. Last year, they won Game 4 in Miami to take a 3-1 lead. Sunday night, without Drew Holiday, with KP in foul trouble and with the threes not falling, all of the pieces were in place for another Magic win until they weren't. We'll look back to a defining Game 4. We hit 3 minutes remaining right now if you're syncing up. 96-92. Tatum dribbles behind his back. Attacks Banchero on the left side. Throws the shoulder into him. Tatum, step back, squares, hits. It's all coming up and more as we catch it out of Game 5 for the Celtics and Magic here at the Garden. Celtics go for the late night closeout, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CRV. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Pilot, 1.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline, or a 2.99% APR on a 2025 CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Are you stuck in traffic going to the game? Well, next time, do what I do. Get there without the traffic torment and just take the train. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free and enjoy later nighttime service after the game. And if the game's on a weekend, ride with $10 weekends. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
The 99-cent sale is back at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up participating items throughout the store for just 99 cents by the each or by the pound. Like Signature Select White Bread, Chicken of the Sea Chunk Light Tuna, Chobani Greek Yogurt, Broccoli Crowns, Eggplant, Sweet Potatoes, Vidalia Onions, Cara Cara Oranges, Signature Select Pasta, Rice-A-Roni, Kind Bars, and more. All just 99 cents. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
As the Celtics prepare to defend their title, they know they'll have to protect home court. At Amica Insurance, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter most to you. So they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through the details of your coverage or following up after a claim, your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you built. Visit amica.com and get a quote today. Cadillac knows that icons aren't just born, they're made. Just like the vibrant all-electric Lyric. Elevate your style in a Cadillac, the official luxury vehicle of the Boston Celtics, and me, Cedric Maxwell.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
You know, it was 91 with 4 minutes left of timeout. I was excited for that moment because I knew that we was going to figure out and make plays. And, you know, it's not just me. Everybody made plays. You know, so that was, you know, we showed just our competitive spirit. You know, it was fun.
Last year, going into the playoffs, the eventual championship, people were thinking back to previous years, saying the Celtics weren't going to be able to get it done at clutch time. And last year, there wasn't a lot of clutch time in that run to the championship, dominating in series. But there certainly was the other night. Jason Tatum rose to the occasion again. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market. Celtics tonight, and here we are again, a 3-1 lead, just like the Celtics have had seemingly in every first-round series the last few years. An opportunity to close it out, and needless to say, with everything else, with the Cavs having advanced, with the Knicks and the Pacers on the verge of closing out their series today, I'm not using the term must win when you're up 3-1, but there's a lot of weight on the Celtics here tonight.
Well, to get it over with, I think that's, you know, really the thing. You think about just trying to be healthy and who's going to play, who won't play. You know, you have these guys coming in right now. You have Porzingis. When will Drew Holiday, especially not using him this game, how will he be coming back later on with the rest he's able to get if you're able to be off for 4 or 5 days?
Drew Holiday obviously is going to remain out, so everything is the same. Same starting lineup for the Celtics. We'll go double bigs with Horford and Porzingis, with Derek White at the point guard spot with Drew Holiday out. Same injuries for Orlando. Everybody gets banged up as the playoff series goes on, but obviously think about the biggest scare the Celtics had with Jason Tatum, and he not only has come back in the series, he was certainly brilliant in game number 4. That's the injury report brought to you by Catches Law. Catches, they specialize in helping those who have been injured, not only from a one-time incident, but from a lifetime of hard work and labor. If this sounds like you, visit catcheslaw.com. Sunday night, the Celtics had to be questioning themselves a little bit. They had let Game 3 get away. Did not want this to be a long series. Previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub to get a no-sweat parlay every single day, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. We were there. Cedric Maxwell was not. Luckily for the Celtics, Jason Tatum sure was when it mattered most. Celtics in the home white, green letters and numbers, they'll go left to right. Orlando in the road blue uniforms, white letters and numbers, they will go right to left. Kristaps Porzingis will jump it up against Wendell Carter. Celtics won Game 4 2 years ago in Atlanta. They won Game 4 last year in Miami. Tonight they'll try to do it in Orlando. Magic win to tip. It's in the hands of Paolo Banchero. Derek White lobs it. Porzingis rolling in the basket, not going to miss this one. Two-hand slam.
That's exactly what you need right there, Porzingis.
How many easy baskets have the Celtics had in this series? Here's Tatum against Banchero. How many times do they play against each other in the summer? Tatum puts in the left-hand drive, scoops, no good, but he's going to get his own rebound, put it back up and in, and the foul. And Jason Tatum was screaming about the foul as the whistle was being blown by Jason Goldenberg. Outlet Jaylen Brown. Celtics have a 2-on-1. They've been rare. Bounce pass right through Derek White. Bad pass by Jaylen Brown. And Banchero comes up with a loose ball. Celtics turn it over again. Banchero, handoff, Franz Wagner flips it up and in. Another Jaylen Brown turnover. Caldwell Pope gets it back from Joseph, launches the 3. He is way overdue and finally knocks one down. Just the third of the series for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, 46-41. Dogging Tatum at half court, shot clock at 6. Tatum to his left against Carter, 4 on the shot clock. Tatum going to have to force it. It's a 3, it's in the air, and it's good. Final seconds. Joseph right side 3 is online and good. Corey Joseph having his best game of the series.
Yeah, you finally getting something out of the backcourt. 4-4 from the field for him. Caldwell Pope's at a 3-2, so guards coming alive a little bit.
Tatum over the shoulder pass finds Jaylen Brown left side. Celtics by 2. 7:18 to go in the third if you're syncing up. Jaylen Brown right hand dribble to the free throw line, elevates and hits.
Jalen's sweet spot right there. Got right to the free throw line, elevated over, used this size advantage over Caldwell Pope.
Derek White, lead for Tatum. What was Banchero thinking about? Tatum ducks the shoulder, drives strong in the paint, reverses it up and in over Wagner. Tatum's up to 19. Celtics by 5, 66-61. It ends a run of Banchero. He had missed about 5 or 6 in a row. He's 8 for 24. Derek White dribbles into an open three and knocks it down. And dropping his head was Corey Joseph because it's like the first time in the series he finally forgot where Derek White was. Jalen exposes the ball. He knocked away. He's got it back. He's able to throw out to Pritchard. Long cross court gives Porzingis an open three. Got it.
That's a big one right there. Porzingis, like you said, 1 of 13 before that three. They need him to get going from the three-point line in these playoffs.
Jason Tatum, after a hot start, now 7 of 19. Guarded by Jonathan Isaac. On the right side, cross-court Derek White. Pretty good look. Jumps into a three, and he hits it.
A lot of screening action down low there. That got the Magic's attention. Allowed Derek White to pop out to the wing for the open look.
Tatum working behind Jaylen Brown. He's got a pretty good look at a three. Takes it and makes it.
Yeah, big mistake by Anthony Black there. Did not get out there on the switch on Tatum. Took advantage.
And Tatum was a half-second later reacting, almost shocked that he actually had an open three. Down the right side, Joseph, jump step in the paint. Kick out to the wing. Caldwell Pope waiting for the three, and he knocks it down. Been waiting for his chance. Now he's pumped up to play defense because he made a shot. We hit 3 minutes remaining right now if you're syncing up. 96-92. Tatum dribbles behind his back. Attacks Banchero on the left side. Throws the shoulder into him. Tatum, step back, squares, hits. 2 years ago, the Celtics went to Atlanta and won Game 4 to take a 3-1 lead. Last year, they went to Miami and won Game 4 to take a 3-1 lead. Tonight, the third time is the charm, and the Celtics will go back to Boston, trying to close it out on Tuesday night. They take a 3-1 lead. Again, they beat the Orlando Magic by a final of 107-98. And so, the Boston Celtics take the 3-1 lead. It was a strange second half, obviously. The Celtics to break the tie. The interesting elements, obviously, were the challenge with Porzingis. And I learned a lesson in game number 4 about the challenges. We saw the replays on TV, and it looked as if Corey Joseph was completely instigating the contact, that he was grabbing Porzingis' arm. I learned that we don't see every replay. We don't see what they see. And talking to the Celtics coaches and Matt Reynolds, the guy who challenges all the replays, I said, was that the worst one you've seen? Did you win challenges? No. He said, no, they got it right. It's just a matter of how many replays you can see in a short amount of time, saying that Porzingis initiated the contact, but the Celtics survived without him. There's 2 guys I want to talk about, Max, and we'll do this with Joe Mazzulla later. Al Horford, I mean, I'm becoming an Al Horford birther. Like, I no longer believe that he is 38, about to be 39 years old with the series he's having. But I can only mention this in one game to you because you will remember. Our first year together, we saw a guy, probably not a lot of you even remember, by the name of Eric Snow, play a game against Paul Pierce, and you and I for years and years and years, and you're already nodding your head because you know what I'm going to say. It was the best game we saw a player play who didn't score. Now, there are players in the league who you could say it wouldn't surprise you to hear, oh, that guy didn't score, but he made an impact on the game. You would never think that people would say that, and rightly so, about Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard did not score in Game 4, yet he was playing that bite-your-ankle defense, keeping Orlando from getting near the rim when the Celtics had Porzingis in foul trouble and couldn't protect the rim.
Well, you do the kind of job you're able to do and that they want you to do. Series are always strange. You know, you can be called on to do some different things that you've never done before. You know, rebound the basketball, shoot free throws, shoot technicals. So you always have to be prepared.
So the Celtics taking a 3-1 lead. So it is currently 8:13 p.m. We have just been informed that this game will tip tonight. Not at 8:30, not at 8:40, not at 8:45, but because the Pacer-Bucks game apparently is going to go down to the wire and it's going slow, this game will not tip until 8:50 p.m. So I hope you got plenty of sleep.
Well, I tell you what, it might be. You think about the Pacers, and will this be Giannis's farewell song?
That's
in the Milwaukee jersey.
And what about Doc Rivers?
Doc Rivers be probably in the same page.
I'm not sure. Well, the question is, I think that they will. I think if Doc wants to stay, he'll stay. The question is we know full well from here 12 years ago if this is going to be any kind of rebuild, any kind of situation. Doc's not going to want to be any piece of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things that is going to happen. If you lose Giannis, I mean, you think this is not a rebuild?
And by the way, that seems on paper the easy thing to say, that the Milwaukee Bucks would move on. Who matches up? Who can make the right trade? Who can, to get Giannis in the first place? Are we talking about Brooklyn? Are we talking about all these different teams?
OKC.
Don't even tell my goodness.
They got pieces.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just saying.
Let me ask you a question. How'd the Miami Heat look last night? Do you think they could make a?
You'd love this. I called their Jackson, who does her games. I call him. I
Jason
said,
Jackson.
Here's the thing I admire. I said, how did you do that game? He said, I did it just like I give the time, I give the score. And that was it. He said, at one point in the game, he said, he had to look at the box scores. He said, Miami, down by 47?
He did the Mike Gorman. Mike always told for years, Mike always said very proudly, I'm a time and temperature guy. And that temperature was cool last night in South Beach. So for the Celtics in Game 4, 5 blocks in an NBA playoff game at age 38. Kareem in 85, Kareem in 86, Kareem in 87, and Al Horford in Game 4. That's the end of the list.
Al did a great job of understanding, and we've said before many times, where would they be without Al Horford?
And so we'll, in our later segment around the NBA, obviously we're going to have time to go in depth and let you know what's going on in those games. Milwaukee and Indiana still tied at 87. Still 7 minutes remaining in that game. Knicks are up by 3 on the Pistons. That game early in the second quarter. Low-scoring game at Madison Square Garden. Probably the number one question I've gotten, because it is human nature to look ahead with the Knicks on that terrible call on Sunday, going up 3-1, and the Celtics being up 3-1. Everybody's asking the same question. When would that series start? If both the Celtics and Knicks win tonight, if they both get wins by Thursday, and while on paper the series is not scheduled to begin until Monday, the smart money is the league, ABC, will do anything they can to get that in prime time on Saturday night if there's a Game 1 between the Celtics and Knicks.
It'd be interesting to see if those two teams get together and you make that turnaround in this time. But it almost seems like you should let all the series finish before. Well, and again, I don't work for the stations. God bless.
Well, obviously, they want slots, they want content. You don't want an empty weekend, so they want to fill as many. I mean, if they can get the ABC dream scenario for Saturday night, Boston, New York, Game 1, followed by Clippers, Nuggets, Game 7, that would be a dream programming scenario. I don't think there's any question about it. All right. What can Orlando do that they haven't already done in this series? If you said before the series the games would be played at this pace, rock fights the way they have been, that they would be able to hold the Celtics offensively to point totals like they are, keep the total 3-point shots made relatively close, Orlando would have to feel like we've done everything that we have needed to do in this series to keep it close, yet they're down 3-1. Do they have another game like that in them, let alone 3?
It'd be hard to see them doing that. I've told you about human nature before. Human nature says when you're playing a game like this, I think they come out, they play hard, but if they get behind, I think it's like, it's not our night. But Orlando has played hard. The thing we know about them so far this year, there's not been any give up in them. So I would doubt if they would lay down.
2 more Game 4 notes for the Celtics. They are now 20-2 after a loss. They've lost 22 games this year, regular season and playoffs. They have come back to win 20 times after losing. That right now is the best record in franchise history. Celtics have a chance to do something pretty special here tonight, which is to win their 5th consecutive playoff series. They've done that 5 times in franchise history, but one thing they have never done is win 5 consecutive series by 5 games or fewer without even being challenged or taken into the deep water in these series. That is among the things that is on the line primarily. It is that rest that the Celtics desperately need, desperately want, particularly coming off a scratch and claw kind of series that the Orlando Magic have given them. All right, Max's player to bank on in game number 5 tonight, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Our interest rates keeping you from buying a home with CSB Safeguard Mortgage. You can modify your interest rate once within the first 5 years. Perfect for when rates go down. Apply at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender.
Well, I mean, if you're going to use it, why not use the same guy you've been using? Why not Tatum be the guy? He's been sensational shooting the basketball, defending the basketball. I like what he's doing.
Second most 30-point games now in Celtics playoff history. Only Larry Bird has had more. Max's keys to game number 5 are driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
If these guys are struggling to score the basketball, you must control the defensive glass if you're the Boston Celtics.
Rebounding has gone Boston's way in this series. Most of the metrics have. Pace has favored Orlando. You'd think the Celtics have had a bad offensive series. They really haven't, with the exception of the second half of game number 3. Celtics offensive rating, points per possession, all of that very similar to what it was in the regular season, which was the 4th best in NBA history. But Orlando has got this game being played at this pace. How many times have you heard me say when Boston's been on offense, shot clock at 8, shot clock at 6, shot clock at 4. They can avoid that, get some early shot clock things going, some early offense in that shot clock. Maybe knock down a couple early, put Orlando behind the 8 ball early on, get up by 8 or 10. Maybe this isn't going to be the difficult night that Orlando has made it to the first 4. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight, the Game 5 edition. Our conversation with Joe Mazzulla, who says never have any expectations. But how does that jibe with being overly prepared? We will talk about that. He's got a great Danny Ainge quote for you, too. That is coming up. We're going to take our trip around the NBA, not only talk about the 2 games last night and you thought the Miami Heat got crushed by the Celtics in the first round last year. That is nothing compared to what the Cavs just did to them. What is the future for Miami? For on the court, everyone's saying, what's Pat Riley going to do? What is Pat Riley's future in Miami, and when is it time to start talking about that? We'll have that conversation. Obviously, update you on the 2 games going on, the 2 Game 5s right now. Milwaukee and Indiana, which is the first game of the NBA TV doubleheader. By the way, first time the Celtics have been bumped to NBA TV since Game 5 of the Bucks series in 2018 in the first round 7 years ago. As we get ready for this late night start here, we'll update you on Knicks Pistons as well at Madison Square Garden as we get you ready for Game 5 between the Celtics and the Magic. It's only 29 minutes away on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The NBA 82-game grind is done. Ready for all the playoff drama? Get in on the playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. DraftKings has been the home of NBA player props all season, and that's continuing all the way through the playoffs. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting something simple, like picking a team to win and make your pick. It is that easy. Here's something special for first-timers as well. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. So make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Boston Celtics playoff coverage on 98.5 The Sports Hub is presented by Charles D. Sheehy. Charles D. Sheehy is your local leader for pipe, valves, fittings, and mechanical products. CDS is proud to partner with the area's leading healthcare, life science, and lab contractors. Partner with CDS to keep your project on schedule.
Kelly's Roast Beef has been serving up mouth-watering made-to-order sandwiches since 1951. From their famous roast beef, slow-roasted, thinly sliced, and stacked high, to golden crispy fries and creamy milkshakes, every bite is a taste of tradition. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or a late-night bite, Kelly's delivers the flavor you crave, fast and fresh, every time. Find your nearest Kelly's locations at kellysroastbeef.com and experience what makes Kelly's a New England legend. Kelly's Roast Beef, where the originals still taste the best.
Nobody beats FW Webb for plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, pipe valves, fittings, and more. Visit FWWebb.com for a location near you.
With Clinton Savings Bank Safeguard Mortgage, you can easily modify your interest rate once within the first 5 years of closing your loan for a low $250 fee. Visit us today.
Member FDIC, member DIF, equal housing lender, NMLS number 422081.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Red Sox in Toronto tonight. The offense got going early. Jarren Duran, Alex Bregman, back-to-back homers, and then an explosion. 3 more. Christian Campbell, Rafael Devers, Wilyer Abreu, Garrett Crochet on the mound. Sox lead right now 7-2. Top of the 5th inning. Patriots released long snapper Joe Cardona today. NHL scoreboard, Devils lead Carolina 3-0 in the first. No score between Toronto and Ottawa. And the Panthers defenseman Aaron Ekblad suspended 2 games for an illegal hit. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your next drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. Grady and Max, I'll take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
Some vehicles are simply made. Cadillac vehicles are made to be iconic. And whether that's being made to be vibrant in an all-electric Lyric, made to be epic in a luxurious Escalade, or made to be thrilling with the dynamic performance of CT4 and CT5, Cadillac is always made to be bold. This is Cedric Maxwell, and I can tell you that icons aren't just born, they're made. Visit your New England Cadillac dealer, the exclusive luxury vehicle of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics. And me, Cedric Maxwell.
Take care of business with CSB, the bank that always makes you feel like their only customer. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC.
All roads start with golf. The daily commute, road trips, reunions, even tip-off at TD Garden. They all start with golf. While most focus on the destination, at Golf, they focus on the journey. And with the Golf Pay app, Celtics fans can score savings like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Golf, the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. It all starts here. See app for details.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Ooh, yeah!
That couldn't have been.
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed, yeah. AKA, you're in a Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Ooh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
We'll work on that. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
To perform at the top of your game, you need up-to-the-minute skills. At Northeastern University's DeMoore McKim School of Business, we're not just keeping pace with the future, we're defining it. You'll gain business strategy expertise leveraging AI, data, and technology. Through transformative experiences, you'll prepare to lead with impact. Learn more at our weekly admissions events. Save your spot at northeastern.edu/business events.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics and the Magic on the floor, getting set to go in game number 5 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your Boston area Chevrolet dealers. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox.
Bart looks. Good pressure by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 4.
He's the guy running with the ball.
Here's a deep three. Nembhard! And the Pacers have their first lead!
That's right.
Pacers trying to close out the Bucks. Pacers TV on the call. Interesting night around the league as people are starting to realize milestone night. These will be the last ever games, NBA playoff games, that are televised locally. So teams that are winning and advancing in the first round. Last time you're going to hear a lot of these guys, the local TV announcers, you're used to hearing. That game has gone back and forth all night. Indiana has now just got a couple of free throws from Miles Turner. 2:16 to go, clock rolling. Milwaukee with the ball down by 2, 97-95. There was no scenario by which Giannis was going to go down without a fight. Triple-double and counting for Giannis here. 26 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. Good news with Damian Lillard, as we expected. Torn Achilles, obviously wasn't going to play again in the series. And needless to say, every second it feels since Damian Lillard ended up in Milwaukee has been a disaster.
Yeah, it has been a disaster, and you think about it, and the Celtics have been better for it. But the thing you look at, isn't that the same thing that Bam Adebayo said down in Miami? We're going down fighting. I think that's what he said.
All right, well, I mean, we got 10 minutes to kill. This is going to be the slowest 50 minutes in the NBA. Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight as we kill time here waiting for the Celtics to Magic to tip. We're actually waiting for this game to end. Somebody just hit a 3. Gary Trent just hit a 3 for Milwaukee, so the Bucks are back up 98-97. Meanwhile, the other game we'll be keeping a much closer eye on for you is at Madison Square Garden.
Schroeder lost it, taken away by Brunson. Throws it ahead, Anunoby, right back to Hart, lay it, banks it home. And the Knicks back up by 1. These Knicks.
Potentially last game ever in the playoffs for Mike Breen and Walt Clyde Frazier on MSG Network tonight as the Knicks go for the closeout, but it's the Pistons that lead by 2, 33-31. That game midway through the second quarter. Tobias Harris is the only one in double figures. He's got 10. Looking real quickly, glancing at that box score, both teams shooting horribly to start the game. Detroit 36%, New York 34%. Knicks are 1 of 10 from 3 in that game in the first half. And needless to say, conspiracy theorists are going to be keeping a careful eye on the Pistons getting a makeup call somewhere along the way.
Well, it was kind of a crazy game. You think about not getting that call, one of the biggest calls around that I've seen. And the NBA comes back and says, hey, yeah, it should have been a foul, but it was so obvious when you looked at it that Hart, hit the man as he got ready to shoot the jump shot. It was crazy.
All right, we will circle back to those two at the end of this segment. In the meantime, let's go back to last night. Great game between Houston and Golden State. The Rockets just would not go away. Golden State would take a 10-point lead. Houston would chip away. Golden State at 18-1 run to start the second half. Houston just chipped away. But at the end of the day, they couldn't hold them off. Golden State got that third guy going. Buddy Hield's calling himself Alfred because he's not Batman or Robin, but he's the third guy in that triumvirate. Buddy Hield had the big game. Jimmy Butler, 25 of 27 in the second half. But, of course, it came down to your guy, Draymond Green, going head-to-head with Alperen Şengün with Houston looking for the tying bucket.
They have lead up the far sideline. Takes the heave at the buzzer. It's no good. It's no good. The Warriors hang on. Final score, Golden State 109. Houston 106. And the Warriors have taken a commanding 3-1 lead.
By the way, in broadcast school, they teach us if it's 3-1 lead, you have to use the word commanding to describe it. Only 3-1 leads can be commanding leads. Houston, dead last in the NBA in free throw shooting in the regular season. Max, they missed 12 free throws in a game they lost by 3.
Cost them. I mean, you can see everybody just kept missing shots over and over again. Şengün had a couple of them. The looks were very easy, and you miss those shots, it's going to cost you.
All right, Houston's been really good in the series. You can make the case Houston's been the better team in that series, but they're now down 3-1. Do they fade away in Game 5, or do they keep this thing going?
They go back to Houston. I think that they'll play hard. Ime has these guys playing hard, so there won't be any quit at all.
You mean like there was last night in Miami?
We are down to 8, 7, 6 to go. The Cavaliers have come to Miami and destroyed the Heat 138-83. Get out the dustpans, folks. The clean sweep has taken place.
I feel for the locker room. This group has put a lot into this season, and to be able to overcome a lot of things, and then to have those 2 play-in games where most people would say, what's the big celebration? Mediocrity, but it was a lot of fun. When we won in Atlanta and flying to Cleveland, it was just a lot of fun on that plane ride. Really felt like this group was connected. I wish it was, potentially, we have somebody else, just to extend this, but Cleveland's a hell of a basketball team.
They are. All those things are true. But to say they were disconnected during the series goes above and beyond. Where do the Miami Heat go from here? The Jimmy Butler thing, as soon as they hung around 500 when Jimmy Butler was still on the team, it obviously went deeply south. You have now had a team, and I'll say this, listen, Eric Spoelstra probably going to the Hall of Fame as a coach. But answer me this question for a second. If his name was not Eric Spoelstra, an NBA coach that just lost 4 consecutive home playoff games over the last 2 years by about 150 points. I mean, they have gotten embarrassed in these 2 playoff series.
Yeah, I mean, Pat Riley is going to have to do something with that team. I'm pretty sure Spoelstra is going to be back. Bam, you would think that he would be another guy back, but man, I'm telling you, just look at their team. And they don't have that many assets that they could move things and move pieces around.
Is it fair to suggest that maybe it's time to have the conversation about Pat Riley at 80 years old?
Yeah, I mean, it is, but Pat Riley is the guy who's at the helm of it. Could you move on from him, and what does it give you? I mean, we're talking about players that they have drafted and just how well or how they haven't played, but here's the thing that nobody wants to talk about. Jimmy won. Jimmy won.
That was he had the most lucrative temper tantrum in the history of temper tantrums.
Everybody talked about, Jimmy did this, and Jimmy, he did that. And you know what? Jimmy obviously knew the temperature of the room, and, he chose wisely.
All right, the start of the Celtics Magic game has been delayed, and guess what? People are going to get upset. They may not be able to see the start of it because Milwaukee and Indiana are now tied with 11 seconds to go in regulation. Milwaukee trying to stave off elimination, 28-16, 11, 2 blocks, 2 steals for Giannis as he continued that amazing finish to the regular season into this playoff series. But obviously, he has needed some help. Doc's playing everybody. Huge minutes tonight. Trent has 21. Green has made 6 threes tonight. Pacers with a 3-1 lead, trying to not go back to Milwaukee. And again, that game is tied at 103 with 10.8 to go at Madison Square Garden. That is the game that matters here for the Celtics, because the Celtics are in the same bracket as the Pistons and the Knicks. That game is tied, but it's early. 3:18 to go in the second quarter. Knicks and the Pistons tied at 40. The reaction behind us is Kristaps Porzingis making his traditional late arrival, milking up the adoration of the crowd. You're about to hear who's going to come through the tunnel right beneath us here in a second. And when he does, you're going to hear the ovation of the crowd. We may, by the time this night is over, be talking about the fact that it has been 41 years since the Celtics and Knicks met in the second round. Beyond the first round, that's the ovation for Porzingis, the former New York Knick. I think even though the Celtics would be prohibitive favorites in that series, the ramp up to it and the hype leading up to it and people getting excited about the potential and talking themselves into it being a great series, I think and it having been that long. Remember, last year would have been the 50th anniversary of them meeting in the conference final when it didn't happen. But 41 years since they even met beyond the first round, for this to finally happen here is kind of a big deal.
Well, I know that, a lot of people want it to be like that, and they're very curious to see what will happen. I think if you look at their team and look at how guys want to play right now, you understand that, the New York-Boston series would be a real good one for the NBA.
Giannis misses at the buzzer. Pacers, Bucks headed to overtime in their Game 5. We've got the Celtics and the Magic. Eventually, we'll get Game 5 started here, but we're going to talk to Joe Mazzulla about it first on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This postseason, BetMGM, authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is making first field goal scorer wagers more exciting with Second Chance. Simply bet on any player to score the first field goal during any playoff game. If you're right, you win. But if your pick scores second instead of first, you get your stake back in cash. Grab the chance of getting your stake back at BetMGM, authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Existing customer offer in partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com. The Piantadosi Baking Company is a local fourth-generation family bakery providing bread to New England's restaurants for over 100 years. You can find their famous Hearth French bread, rolls, and subs at your local supermarket. And be sure to try their new sourdough batard, hearth-baked with signature sourdough starter. The Piantadosi Baking Company.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun. Techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish. Nimble.
Trax.
Innovative. Electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Rodenizer Home Services is offering first-time customers an exclusive discount on an AC system check for just $109. Go to Rodenizer.com to schedule today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
Hey, it's Felger here, and people know I hate wasting time. Did you know that the average finance team wastes over 200 hours per year on expense reports? That's why here at the Sports Hub, we use Ramp. Ramp is a corporate card that automates away your entire expense process. The moment your team makes a purchase, Ramp handles everything. Receipt matching, categorization, approvals, you name it. Over 30,000 businesses, including yours truly, trusts Ramp. So visit ramp.com/hub to learn more.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Boston Celtics playoff coverage on 98.5 The Sports Hub is presented by Charles D. Sheehy. Charles D. Sheehy is your local leader for pipe, valves, fittings, and mechanical products. CDS is proud to partner with the area's leading healthcare, life science, and lab contractors. Partner with CDS to keep your project on schedule.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Coach's interview brought to you by Star Market. Check out the Star Market app, earn rewards, and save on groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. Here's Sean Grandy with the coach.
All right, Joe Morey, thank you. I cannot believe it has been 3 years, and I never thought to ask this thing that just occurred to me. As we're talking now, it's an hour and a half before the game. You just finished with the media as a whole, and you went into the thing about you can't have expectations. And it has never occurred to me in 3 years to ask you to distinguish what I've always wanted you to distinguish, which is the difference between having no expectations yet being completely prepared.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're just you have the things that you can control.
you know, and those are the things that we try to talk about the most, right? Like, you know, the things that may change could be matchups, could be coverages. The things that you can control is the answers that we have to those and the things that we work on those. You know, on the defensive end of the floor, some of the actions may change, but the principles in which we communicate our defense remains the same. And so, you know, Danny always had a great quote, is like, coaches create spiders. And it's like, if you sit there and come up with the 10, 12 things that, you know, it may do, it could distract you from the things that you need to actually do with the things that you can control. And so we have a contingency list and we have things that we're prepared for, but you can't let it distract you from, you know, the meat of the game, the things that you can control throughout.
Well, they always said Billy Martin was a great manager, the old Yankee manager, because he was so paranoid, inventing things that people were going to try on him, that he would stay up all night trying to counter those things that nobody had ever thought of in the first place. A lot of us, you included, made sure to give Al his flowers for his performance Sunday in Game 4. You went so far, by the way, to suggest there should be something else in the box score. What would that be? What would it look like?
I don't know. I mean, it's for him. It's fun. Screen assists, secondary contests. You know, there's some of them are on there in the advanced metrics. You know what I mean? They're just not able to see them in real time.
Do you watch him every night and go, man, if I can be that active at 38?
I watch him and just say, you know, there's gifts, there's graces that you get in life from God, and this job is one. But then it's like the type of guys that I get to coach. You know, all the guys that I've been able to coach these 3 years are just top level. And but you know, he's in that top percent where it's like, man, I actually get to coach this guy, and to have his respect and to have his, you know. He wants to go to war for everybody, and to have that, he doesn't just give that to people. And so it'll be one of the highlights of however long I'm doing this thing. One of the biggest highlights of my career will be being able to coach him.
The reason I referenced Al getting his flowers, because I wanted to bring up.
By the way, I hate that phrase.
I know. Well, you know what?
Flowers die anyway, so what's the point of getting them?
Well, so do praise after playoff games dies after 2 days, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
so
does.
Therefore, flowers is the perfect expression in this particular case. But the reason I brought it up in Al's case is that there was someone else I thought went a little bit unsung, because Al was by definition so unsung, people started to sing those particular praises. But there are certain players in the league you could see a game where they don't score, and you still have people say, man, he was really valuable even though he didn't score. I don't think Peyton Pritchard is one of the guys you would think of that way, yet I thought Sunday, when you couldn't always have the rim protection with KP on the bench, and Peyton was just dogging guys and taking them deep in the shot clock.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to his growth as a player and how he just continues to work at things that can impact the game. And he goes into a game with no expectation. He goes into a game saying, I'm just going to give the game whatever it needs. And at times it's scoring, at times it's pace, at times it's rebounding. I think over the last 2 years, it's been his individual defense and his ball pressure. And he could just impact the game in so many ways. And he's one of those guys that's just so competitive, and it takes everyone else to the next level. I thought there was a time where him and Jalen's ball pressure really gave life to our guys.
You're always talking about things as a team you have to do better, and you include things that you, meaning you and the staff, have to do better. Was getting KP unlocked, getting him moving a little bit offensively, was that on that list going into Game 4?
No question, and just putting him in better situations, whether for himself or for other people. Coaches, we have to be better. Usually if a guy struggles, it's a partnership. If both people play a part in that, and I thought our offensive team came up with some great adjustments and things we could do better to put us in some better positions that game.
This is the 10th potential closeout game you have coached. You were on the bench for another 7 before that. There's a lot of sample then to be able to answer this. Is there anything different about these games? I know you don't want there to be, but is there a human nature part of this?
I mean, I think every game does that. It just goes back to the expectations. Because if you expect it to be over in the first, second, I mean, you got to expect it to go into double, triple overtime. That's the mentality that you have to go in with, because, both teams are fighting for something. We're fighting for something as well. And that's the importance there, is we have to maintain our level of physicality, our level of attention to detail, our level of execution. Both teams are fighting for stuff here, and you just got to be prepared to do whatever it takes, however long it takes.
Without creating spiders.
Yes. That was a great quote. I'll never forget Danny used to say that.
I like it. We're gonna incorporate it. Game 5 is next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston, 26.2 miles of pure grit, just like your engine, pushing its limits. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Fast, reliable, just like a well-oiled machine, will keep you running smoothly. Whether you're conquering Heartbreak Hill or tackling the daily commute, the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change has your back. Get in, get out, get back on the road within 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, because life's a marathon, not a sprint. The official oil change of keeping Boston moving.
Today's game doesn't start with the tip-off. It starts off the court with all the work you put in. Putting in reps, putting out goals just to crush them, putting the doubters in their place, and putting together the right team so you can take what's yours. When you get ready, you stay ready to earn another W, because preparation is everything, on the court and off.
Mass Mutual is committed to helping all women plan, protect, and grow their financial futures. Learn more at massmutual.com/stay-ready.
Become a top performer with UMass Lowell's online MBA, the university's top enrolled program. Visit uml.edu/online.
Win some, lose some, but always be in the know. At DraftKings, we put your play and performance history all in one place with the My Stat Sheet tool. Get a breakdown of your recent activity with an overview of your deposits, withdrawals, contests, wagers, and more. Use My Stat Sheet to stay on top of your spending so you can stay on top of your game. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
A rock fight of a Game 3 loss for the Celtics had become a tied Game 4 in the final minutes. The Orlando Magic have grit. They have physicality. They have youth. But they don't have him. Tatum working behind Jaylen Brown. He's got a pretty good look at a three. Takes it and makes it.
Yeah, big mistake by Anthony Black there. Did knock it out there on the switch on Tatum. Took advantage.
And Tatum was a half-second late and reacting, almost shocked that he actually had an open three. Jason Tatum carried the Celtics over the finish line in Game 4. Now, can the defending champs run through the tape to close out yet another series, short and sweet? The Celtics return home to try to close out the Orlando Magic in Game 5. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, UMass Lowell, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, Bosch Tools, Kelly's Roast Beef, Catches Law, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your New England Chevy dealers, Live Nation, Gulf Oil, Mass Mutual, Charles D. Sheehy, VA New England, FindMassMoney.gov, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
By Shaw's and Star Market, your New England Honda dealers, Corona, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Ram, Northeastern DeMoore McKim School of Business, the Antidosi Baking Company, your New England Cadillac dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At TD Garden with the starting lineups in Game 5 are brought to you by Amica Insurance. Celtics playoff coverage is presented by Amica, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Celtics as the team defends the title. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning service. Same starting lineups. Corey Joseph had his best game of the series in Game 4, paired with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Is he just going to go through this series without making a bunch of threes, or is this his night to finally break through? Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero, they have been great throughout the course of the series. The future is bright in Orlando, but they have not had enough help in this series. Wendell Carter Jr. has had an up-and-down series. He's defended well, but he's been a net rating disaster when he's been on the floor in this series for Orlando. The Celtics tonight in Game 5 will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Al Horford, University of Florida.
Kristaps Porzingis, Baloncesto Sevilla.
Celtics finally started to get Kristaps Porzingis unlocked a little bit. In game number 4, got some easy buckets. He knocked down his first 2 threes of the series. They need a lot more of that tonight. The opening tip in game 5 brought to you by Gulf Oil. You can score 5 cents off per gallon with GoPay. Download the GoPay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Go proud to be the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. See app for details. Mission is pretty clear for the Celtics tonight.
Yeah. I mean, the mission is get out and play hard, play well, finish this series, and make sure you're healthy at the end of it. I mean, because the longer you have it, the more possibilities might be, and you're trying to lengthen this thing or get it over as quick as you can because you want Drew Holiday to get all the rest he can.
You got the feeling 3 teams in the Eastern Conference on their home floor tonight, all up 3-1. The math says that one of those 3 teams is going to lose. And it looks like it's going to be the Indiana Pacers. They are down by 4 with 33 seconds to go in the overtime. That would send that series back to Milwaukee for a game 6.
Well, Pacers have been so resilient. I don't think you ever count them out until the end.
Nembhard, by the way, it's Milwaukee ball. Nembhard just hit a 3. It was 118-111. Nembhard hit a 3 to cut it to 4 with 32.7 to go. Meanwhile, obviously, we'll update you throughout the course of the night. The game is going to be close at Madison Square Garden. You know that. Knicks up by 1 at halftime, 50-49 in a very low-scoring game.
Well, just look for, what's in front of you. I just hope the Celtics get off to a good start here. Kind of just put the fire out.
Well, the league has dragged its feet as long as it possibly can to start this game. Teams are finally at center court. Fans looking up at the clock, already unhappy that they were told this is going to be an 8:30 game.
How do you get extra time here in the building?
Fans certainly happy they are here. Going to be a little rough tomorrow morning at work. Going to be a little rough tomorrow morning at school. But hopefully, Celtics will make it worthwhile and advance with their 5th consecutive series win of 5 games or fewer. It's unbelievable. The league is, they absolutely are, because that Milwaukee game is not over yet. They're finally walking towards center court where they will tip this thing. Bucks didn't score. Indiana scored to cut that to 2. I'm not sure how they did it, but Celtics in the black uniforms tonight in game 5 trying to close it out. Green letters and numbers, they'll go left to right. Orlando in the home white tonight on the road. Porzingis wins a tip, and we get underway at 8:52 Eastern time. Jaylen Brown drives in the paint, step back at 10 feet is good.
Wow. Went right at Caldwell Pope like he wasn't even there.
Orlando's offense begins with Franz Wagner. Now Caldwell Pope straight away. First touch for Wendell Carter against Porzingis. Bounce past Banchero. Over to his right. Derek White slides his feet in front of him. Banchero bullies into the mid-block. Draws the double team. Kick out. Field on hot by Franz Wagner. Wagner one dribble. Throws to the corner. Joseph has been good shooting threes, but he misses here. And the rebound. Field on hot by Jason Tatum.
Caught that one kind of behind his back.
Tatum moving to his right. Carter waiting for him. Tatum puts it in the left hand. Slowed down by Carter, a bigger body, so Tatum backs it up. Now puts it in the left hand again. Steps around Carter, flips to the corner. Al Horford waiting, long 2 switch.
Man, that was great. Talking about kicking the ball like that to Al Horford. Set, lock, loaded, pop!
4-0 Boston. Al just got to a spot. He didn't bother checking his feet. Just took the shot and made it. Tatum cuts off Franz Wagner. So he'll try the right side. Porzingis in front of him. They've been hunting Porzingis a little bit. Wagner drives on him, scoops it up, no good. Didn't have a good angle to the rim. Meanwhile, Jalen just lost that ball out of bounds. He's trying to throw. I don't know how he lost that. Celtics should have had the rebound, but it's going back to Orlando.
Celtics trying to run before they make sure they secured the basketball.
Offensive rebound's a big part of the Orlando winning game 3. 4-0 Boston here, a minute 20 in. Franz Wagner moving to his left against Porzingis. Finds Banchero, free throw line against Tatum. Tatum slapping to the ball. Banchero, one dribble, blows by Tatum, gets to the cup and scores. Tatum is reaching for the ball, and Banchero used that opportunity to blow right by him. So the extra opportunity pays off. 4-2. Jaylen Brown fumbles it out of bounds. Jaylen Brown, clean turnover. Trying to do a tricky dribble on the baseline.
Trying to get to the baseline, trying to overpower his man. Just the basketball.
Jalen had it's hard to evaluate his series. He was absolutely brilliant in game 2. Wagner trying to go down low to Banchero. Al Horford had his hands on him, and they call a quick foul on Al a minute 49 into game 5.
I didn't really like that call. Banchero, okay, look at the off arm by Al. Then look at the push off then.
Something crazy is happening in Indiana, and Indiana has the lead. Milwaukee just lost a 7-point lead with 40 seconds to go in overtime. Banchero enters to Franz Wagner, right-hand slam, ties the game at 4. It looks like a bunch of Milwaukee turnovers at the end, and it is over. Milwaukee has lost a 7-point lead with 35 seconds to go in overtime, and they have been eliminated by Indiana. Porzingis misses from 15 feet. Caldwell Pope has the rebound. Caldwell Pope racing into the front court, lost the ball. He fumbled it. Al Horford has the steal. Derek White, deep on the left side. Watched by Banchero. Entry Porzingis against Caldwell Pope. Goes to his right and banks it home.
Good job, man. Get the ball in the paint. Make sure you attack the rim. Porzingis, take your time. Guys aren't going to block your shot.
Driving Banchero got to the cup but missed. Jaylen Brown has the rebound. 6'4" Boston. Jalen on the front court, pulls up. Carter took a pump fake, but lands. He kicks back to Porzingis. Crazy deep 3, front iron, no good. Porzingis, I think, launched it and realized, wow, I'm farther away than I thought. Joseph goes the distance, flips it out on the right wing for Banchero. Banchero against Jaylen Brown. Spins on him. Jalen takes the paint away, so Banchero kicks out to Joseph. Left-hand dribble drive around Porzingis. No look to the corner. Carter waiting for 3. Nope. Rebound Tatum. Jason Tatum averaging 12.3 rebounds a game in the series. Jaylen Brown against Caldwell Pope, who shuts him off. Out it comes to Porzingis. Swung right side. Tatum entry. Jaylen Brown. Quick hands by Caldwell Pope. Slaps it away, and a couple of Jalen turnovers here early in game 5.
Expose that basketball.
Orlando
into the body.
With the ball down 2. Wagner spins. Derek White pulls the rug. Wagner falls down. But gets rid of it to Banchero.
3 seconds.
Yeah, he finally gets up. Banchero knocks Jaylen Brown away. That frees him for an 8-footer, but he missed it. Offensive rebound, Carter, and they're calling a foul on Porzingis.
When you fall down in the lane, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, he never got out of the lane. Wow.
Trying to figure out what on earth just happened. An epic collapse by Milwaukee to end their season. They were up by 7 with 35 seconds to go in overtime, and they lost. Wagner pulling up on Porzingis. 18-footer, no good. Long rebound. Joseph has got it. Touches it to Caldwell Pope. Turns the corner. Gets 12 feet. Rainbow jumper's good. Tie game. Extra shots here for Orlando. They've gotten 4 more shots in the Celtics because of the turnovers and the offensive rebound. Tied at 6. 4 into game 5. Tatum bounce back. Porzingis rolling down the middle. Banchero pulls away, but not in time. Easy layup for Porzingis, and Banchero's called for the foul.
Banchero has to pull away. You don't even put yourself in harm's way if he's coming towards the rim, or you don't allow him to get a 3-point play. That's kind of crazy. Small things in a game like that. Ask Milwaukee. Ooh, can't wait to get Sean's review on this one.
Needless to say, I'm surfing social media while calling this game because that seemed inconceivable.
And for a minute, you called it.
Missed free throw for Porzingis here. He has just not shot the ball well in any way, shape, or form in the series. 8-6. Boston by 2. Porzingis 35% from the floor, 2 of 14 from 3, and now 18 of 26 from the line. Banchero, right-hand dribble, pushes to Wagner. Wagner over the shoulder pass. Caldwell Pope relocates in the corner. 3-0 rims out. And a rebound for Tatum, and his nightmare continues. Caldwell Pope now 4 of 17 from 3. 6 of 23 in the series. Entry in deep to Jaylen Brown. One dribble, flips it up over Joseph, no good. Gets his own rebound, but can't control it. Wagner comes out of the pack with it. Wagner racing into Tatum, lays it up and in.
You see what Tatum did there? Tatum pulled away. Didn't want to pick up that foul.
Celtics have been inefficient here. Jalen's having a rough start to game 5. We're nearly 5 minutes in. If you're syncing up, right now, Tatum, great ball fake, drives around Banchero, draws 2-man kick to the corner. Porzingis 3, no good. And a rebound for Banchero. Now Orlando can take the lead. Banchero high-stepping into the front court. Push pass deflected by Porzingis and stolen by Al Horford. Al races into the front court against Joseph. Reaches for the ball. Knocks it loose. Diving to get it. And keep it alive was Carter. Joseph long lead for Banchero. A bunch of turnovers. Banchero open three. Boulder rebound Al Horford. And that is enough for Joe Mazzulla. It's a good thing the Magic can't shoot. They are 4 for 12, 0 for 4 from 3. But the Celtics giving up defensive rebounds. And they have turned the ball over 3 times. Ugly start. 5:22 into Game 5. Boston 8, Orlando 8 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, basketball fans, ready for the NBA playoffs? Get in on all the action throughout basketball's most exciting time of the year with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Massachusetts only. Existing customer offer subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 1 to 7 days. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Boston Celtics playoff coverage on 98.5 The Sports Hub is presented by Charles D. Sheehy. Charles D. Sheehy is your local leader for pipe, valves, fittings, and mechanical products. CDS is proud to partner with the area's leading healthcare, life science, and lab contractors. Partner with CDS to keep your project on schedule.
110 Grill in Hanover is the perfect place to get together with friends and family. Thanks to their award-winning allergy commitment, 100% of their main menu can be prepared gluten-free. Visit them in Hanover today, or to find another location near you, head to 110grill.com. 110 is a proud partner of the NBA champion Boston Celtics.
Hey, it's Felger here for Cambridge Savings Bank, my official bank. Whether you're looking to grow your successful business or start a new venture, count on Cambridge Savings Bank for service and support at every step of your journey. Member FDIC.
Set yourself up for success. Their locally owned Benjamin Moore store proudly serves the New England area with more than just paint. They're here to support you and help you find everything you need to bring your projects to life. From expert advice to premium products, they'll help you every step of the way. Enjoy exceptional service and explore a selection of beautiful paint colors designed for lasting results. Visit Drive-In Paint Mart today and experience the difference that Benjamin Moore's quality products and personalized guidance can make.
Visit the 99 restaurant the day after the Red Sox win and get a free kids meal with every adult entree purchased. The 99 restaurant, the official family restaurant of the Boston Red Sox.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Celtics and Magic tied at 8. But it's early here in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Don't take a timeout from your day to do your expenses. Do it over 30,000 customers have done. Switch your business to Ramp. Learn more at ramp.com/hub. How on earth did the Bucks just blow a 7-point lead with 35 seconds left in overtime? We'll find out as soon as we take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Media Group Station.
Halliburton, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Halliburton for the lead. 1.3 to go. Pacers by 1. Porter to inbound it. No. Giannis is going to take it now. Here's Gary Trent Jr. Lets it fly. And the Pacers are moving on. What a comeback in overtime.
Sounded like Matt Devlin doing that game on NBA TV. The first half of the doubleheader tonight. Milwaukee led the game by 7 with 35 seconds to go. Nembhard hit a 3. Then Gary Trent turned it over. Halliburton made a layup to cut it to 2. Then an offensive foul. No, a foul drawn by Halliburton. I'm trying to figure out where the other turnover was that gave the ball back to Indiana, but they won the game on the Halliburton layup with 4 seconds to go. Milwaukee did not have a timeout, and so the Pacers have advanced to round 2. Let's talk about Indiana-Cleveland, by the way. The Pacers have a chance in that series. Tatum driving on Caldwell Pope, puts it back in the right hand, misses. Caldwell Pope has the rebound. Orlando another chance to take the lead here. Again, another rock fight start. Banchero dives in, blocked from behind by Porzingis. Ball is loose on the floor. Carter pulls it away from Porzingis. Joseph goes left side to Franz Wagner. Driving on Derek White, hangs in the air, flips it up, gets the bounce, score to the foul.
And that comes again from not rebounding the basketball. Or you give up another opportunity. Block shot, and then Orlando gets the rebound. We talked about that second chance opportunities will kill you.
This is how they won game 3. 3 offensive rebounds for Orlando and 3 Boston turnovers, plus the Celtics missing 5 shots. Pritchard, Hauser, and Cornette all into the game. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis come out with Orlando in front for the first time. Celtics scored the first 4, and they've only scored 4 points in the last 5 minutes. Third quarter is underway at Madison Square Garden. Still a 1-point game. 3-point play here for Franz Wagner. 11-4 is the Orlando run. They lead 11-8. Payton Pritchard goes left side for Tatum. Tatum guarded by Franz Wagner, holding it over his head. Goes cross court. Hauser hasn't touched it much in the series. Does a terrible pass. This is Cornette. Celtics turn it over again. Joseph, offensive end, lead for Carter. Steps by everybody. 2-hand slam. Orlando by 5. 13-8. Really bad start here for the Celtics. Payton Pritchard. Left-hand dribble push pass for Tatum deep on the left side against Carter. Carter wearing that bandage on his right shoulder. Tatum switches to the right hand, tries to turn the corner on, does, gets to the rim, and then misses the layup. Carter has the rebound. Finger roll wouldn't go. Ugly start for the Celtics, 4 of 11 with the turnovers and the bad rebounding. Banchero for Wendell Carter. Spins in the paint, throws it out of the wing. Joseph touches to Franz Wagner. Wagner against Tatum, back to Joseph. Shot clock down to 7. Joseph right-hand dribble, picks up 18 feet, goes to the left corner for Carter 3. It's an air ball. Rebound Cornette. Payton Pritchard with the center court logo ahead to Al Horford. Payton Pritchard hasn't scored in a while. Entry instead. Tatum puts it off the glass and in, trying to get the foul on Banchero. But that at least ends the Orlando run.
Carroll just pulled away.
Yeah, if the Magic could only score, they'd be up by 10 right now. Instead, it's 3. Banchero switches to the right hand, drives on Cornette, up fake, then throws to the corner. Caldwell Pope squares, 3 over Tatum is good. Largest lead for the Magic, 16-10. Quiet of the crowd. Tatum, bad entry, deflected away from Cornette. Another turnover. Caldwell Pope into the front court. Bounce pass late Carter. Shut off by Tatum. Kick back to Caldwell Pope. Another 3. Got it. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has finally heated up. And the Magic have a 9-point lead. Their largest lead of the series. 8 minutes into game 5. Pritchard with Joseph on his shoulder. Gets to the elbow. Bounce pass. Horford return to Pritchard. Pretty good look. Left side 3. Nope. Missed it by a mile. Rebound Caldwell Pope. Now, you cannot script a worse start for the Celtics here than this one. Magic try to go up by double digits. Franz Wagner down the left side. Over Cornette. Misses in close. Rebound Cornette. I'll tell you this. The Celtics are outrageously lucky they're only down 9. Lead for Pritchard. He's in behind everybody. Lays it up and in before Banchero could get there. Timeout, Jamal Mosley.
Easy opportunities for the Celtics. They've missed probably 3-4 different layups. Offensive rebounds have gone the way of the Magic. And the Magic only up by 7.
3:31 to go. Opening quarter of game 5. Orlando 19, Boston 12. On the BetMGM 98.5 Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
At Amica Insurance, we've been protecting New Englanders for generations. Long before the first Celtics banner was raised or the iconic parquet floor was laid. For 117 years, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So you can count on Amica to show up for you like you show up for the Celtics. Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics.
The 99-cent sale is back at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up participating items throughout the store for just 99 cents by the each or by the pound, like Signature Select white bread, Chicken of the Sea chunk light tuna, Chobani Greek yogurt, broccoli crowns, eggplant, sweet potatoes, Vidalia onions, Cara oranges, Signature Select pasta, Rice-A-Roni, Kind bars, and more. All just 99 cents. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
The NBA 82-game grind is done. Ready for all the playoff drama? Get in on the playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. DraftKings has been the home of NBA player props all season, and that's continuing all the way through the playoffs. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting something simple, like picking a team to win and make your pick. It is that easy. Here's something special for first-timers as well. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. So make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SPORTSHUB. That's code SPORTSHUB for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Score 5 cents off per gallon with GoPay. Download the GoPay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Go proud to be the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. See app for details. Celtics down 7 and lucky to only be down 7. An atrocious start. Turnovers, rebounding, down 19-12 here. And again, you face a Cleveland offense, face an OKC offense, face a New York offense. You're going to be down by a lot more than 7.
Yeah, they don't struggle that way, but Davis Caldwell-Pope all of a sudden comes to life, knocks down a couple of threes. Let me see here. And now you're taking them out the game. Kind of interesting. As soon as he gets hot, as soon as he gets hot.
After the rough series that he has had. So, however, for the life of me, I cannot understand why Cole Anthony has not played in this series. He is getting an early entry here with Jonathan Isaac. Anthony Black is in there as well. Banchero, only starter out there for Orlando, leading by 7, 19-12. Cole Anthony, left-hand dribble, pulls up at 18 feet. Jumper's good. And largest lead of the series for the Magic, up by 9, 21-12. Sam Hauser, deep on the right side. Push pass back to Tatum. Tatum trying to turn the corner on Isaac. Drive, shovel pass, Cornette steps to his right, scores off the window and the foul.
Isaac, I think might have hit him in the back of the head then. This really kind of nice job then by Tatum to get that basketball up, but once he comes downhill like that, sometimes passing in an elevator isn't recommended because there are too many hands in there to knock the basketball away.
Pistons up by 4, early third quarter at Madison Square Garden. Cornette makes the free throw, 3-point play. Orlando lead here is 6, 21-15. As you know, game 6 of the series will be Thursday night in Orlando. Cole Anthony moves to right side, Banchero. Bounce pass into the paint, knocked away by Al Horford, but calling a foul first.
Call a foul.
It's on Horford, second on Al. We'll try to get a look at the replay. He put his hand around Isaac.
Yeah, he grabbed him around the waist, but it wasn't that much of a foul. Al's been such a reliable big.
Banchero steps to his left, launches the 3, online and good. 24-15, Orlando by 9. Banchero has not been bad shooting threes in this series. 11 of 25. Way above his season average. Pritchard deep on the left side. Always trying to climb out of this early holdup they have dug for themselves. Luke Cornette enters to Tatum. He's in behind everybody. Right hand slam. He beat Anthony Black. 24-17. 2:07 to go in a Orlando Magic dominated first quarter. Banchero drives, spins, exposes the ball, but he gets it back. Kick the block. He doesn't want any piece of that three, so he goes to Cole Anthony. Anthony against Pritchard. Cole Anthony trying to spin away from Pritchard, knocks the ball away. Anthony has it back, pulls his way into 12 feet. Jumper no good. Rebound, punch to the air. Celtics grab one. Pritchard's got it. Dribbling low, keeping it away from Gary Harris. He angles to his left, comes across half court. Pritchard uses the Porzingis screen. Gets to the free throw line. Floats it all the way back out to Tatum. 11 on the shot clock. Tatum looking for an opening against Banchero. They're isolated straight away. Tatum dribbling between his legs. Back in the left hand. Coming downhill. Gets to 12 feet. Fall away jumper switch.
A tough shot. I mean, hit him with the body. Just kind of knocked him away.
It's a big-time playoff bucket. Banchero against Hauser. Throws the shoulder into him. Help comes from Porzingis. Kick out. Clean look for Anthony Black. 3 though comes up short. And Hauser grabs the rebound. Boston within 5. Long lead. Eludes Cornette. He got knocked down by Black, but that was after the bad pass. Celtics really forcing things here. And the turnovers are piling up.
Why?
Great question.
Rushing the ball up like that in that situation.
Celtics turnovers higher in this playoff series than they were in the regular season. And that is already 6 in the first quarter of Game 5.
The opportunities aren't easy opportunities.
Final minute, ugly first quarter. Jonathan Isaac. Wagner, one dribble into the paint. Goes back out to Anthony Black. He wants to return it to Wagner. Instead, puts it to the floor. He's got Cornette in front of him. Black dribbles to 14 feet. Jumper never had a chance. I promise you that never had a chance. He did not believe. Celtics have the rebound. 2 for 1. Tatum, right-hand dribble, coming strong against Anthony, leans in, misses off the glass, but gets the foul call. And Tatum will go to the line. This is the Celtics in trouble, and Jason Tatum just trying to drag him out of this deep water here.
I didn't see the foul here. Let me see where Black was. No, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. I mean, Jason Tatum just initiated all the contact coming into the defender's body as he was standing hands straight up.
So I won't go announcer jinx here, although I don't believe in it, as Tatum makes the first free throw, but we'll always like to test it. Remember, Tatum missed his first 4 free throws. He went 0 for 4 in Game 1. He has now made 27 in a row. And if that doesn't do it, I don't know what will.
Call my man Bobby Beers up and see what that be. Where Bobby's at now?
Castellanos deep to left. Nope, free throw's good. For Tatum, 6 straight, and the lead is cut to 3, 24-21. Magic have to be sick if they only lead this game by 3. Wagner tries to turn Pritchard. He does. He attacks, goes off the glass, no good. Cornette may have got a piece of that. Sam Hauser the rebound, immediately hands to Tatum. 3-second differential on the 2 clocks. Tatum gets across half court, hounded by Black. Hauser comes over to try to set a screen to free him. Tatum jostled. They don't call it. Tatum throws a hand out at the referee. Keeps the dribble alive. 6 on the shot clock. Splits the double team. Now gets the call. And Orlando over the limit.
You could see Jamal, the coach over there, just bugging, saying, how can we foul in that situation? He wasn't really going any place. But here's the first foul was by Cole Anthony. Then they didn't call it. Black comes back and taps him on the arm.
8 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists for Jason Tatum in this first quarter. He is 3 of 5. The rest of the Celtics are 6 of 12 with 6 turnovers.
It's just hard to believe that Giannis' season is over.
And the way it happened is just calamitous.
They're going to be going back on SportsCenter, going over that one over and over again because obviously somebody just had the gag.
And let's call this what it is now. Damian Lillard, who knows if to what degree he'll ever be able to come back. Tatum gets the free throws here. Is Giannis on the clock now in Milwaukee? Celtics behind Tatum get 8 straight here to end the quarter. 8.3 to go. Boston within 1. Wagner races into the front court. Gets a back screen from Anthony Black. Wagner floats it all the way out of the right side. Harris open 3. Got it. Big bucket, Gary Harris. Half a second on the clock. Pritchard launches, blocked in the back corner. That'll do it. Ugly first quarter for the Celtics, but it could have been an awful lot worse. End of 1. In Game 5, Orlando 27, Boston 23 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Ready to advance your career? Get started this summer with UMass Lowell. Learn from incredible faculty. Benefit from incredible affordability. Begin May 19th at UMass Lowell, online or on campus.
All roads start with golf. The daily commute, road trips, reunions, even tip-off at TD Garden. They all start with golf. While most focus on the destination, at golf, they focus on the journey. And with the Golf Pay app, Celtics fans can score savings like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Golf, the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. It all starts here. See app for details.
Cadillac knows that icons aren't just born, they're made, just like the vibrant all-electric Lyric. Elevate your style in a Cadillac, the official luxury vehicle of the Boston Celtics, and me, Cedric Maxwell.
Hey, it's Felger here, and people know I hate wasting time. Did you know that the average finance team wastes over 200 hours per year on expense reports? That's why here at the Sports Hub, we use Ramp. Ramp is a corporate card that automates away your entire expense process. The moment your team makes a purchase, Ramp handles everything. Receipt matching, categorization, approvals, you name it. Over 30,000 businesses, including yours truly, trusts Ramp. So visit ramp.com/hub to learn more.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Man, that was easy.
Bulldog Rotary Hammer!
Hello?
It is I, He-Man, your inner Bosch.
Inner...
Bosch!
I'm sorry, what?
That powerful feeling you get when you can powerfully blast through concrete. Say it with me.
What, like right now?
Yes! We have the power!
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like it. Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Ugly first quarter is over for the Celtics. Let's see where they go from here. They're down by 4. First quarter brought to you by the Ford F-150 Ford Series. Hurry in to get employee pricing of the full line of the vehicles. Ford, from America, for America. Celtics shot the ball just fine, but Orlando had 8 extra shots because of the 6 Boston turnovers, 3 offensive rebounds for Orlando, and the Magic again limiting the Celtics. This is the most amazing number of the series. In the first quarter, Orlando attempted 10 threes. The Celtics attempted 4. Orlando made 4 threes. The Celtics 0. You see that number. Orlando needs to be up by a lot more than 4. That is the dream scenario, to keep the number of made threes close.
Yeah.
To be up 4 in that category and only have a 4-point lead is crazy.
I would definitely say that would be the case if you think about Orlando. You know, if you get in this situation, you're ahead like that, you just want to make sure you maximize anything you do out here against the Celtics, because you know the Celtics eventually going to hit a run. They're going to get off this snide. It's going to be Porzingis. Done a nice job so far rebounding basketball. And when you think about, you know, guys out there, Hauser has been around just to get a couple of rebounds in traffic, and that's something good.
All right, Pistons have gone on a mini run. Detroit leads by 10 now with 4:50 to go in the third quarter in New York, trying to send that series back to Detroit. On Thursday night, where the Pistons still have not won a home playoff game since beating the Celtics in Game 5 and Game 4 of the 2008 Eastern Conference Finals. Jaylen Brown gets in the passing lane, deflects the Cole Anthony pass out of bounds. Magic opened the second quarter with the ball, leading by 4. 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Get some of that scoring in the paint. Isaac is a pretty good defender, but Porzingis should be beastie.
Franz Wagner switches to the right hand, like he likes to do, floats it up and in from 12 feet away. Orlando by 6. Crazy one, the second quarter, and the Red Sox game's about to end. 29-23. Celtics out there with Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, Pritchard, and Hauser. Tatum saved them in the first quarter, kept them close. Jaylen Brown catches at the elbow, turns, fires, and misses. Rebound Wagner. Rough start here for Jaylen Brown in Game 5. Wagner switches to the left hand, gets all the way to the basket. Porzingis challenges, so he dishes off to Jonathan Isaac for the 2-hand slam, and Orlando leads by 8.
You're letting them go all the way towards the rim before you make a challenge.
31-23. All Magic here in the first half. Jaylen Brown falls down, but he gets it away to Hauser. Hauser attacks, flips to the corner. Derek White, one of those jump threes. It's no good. On the rebound, Anthony Black. The Celtics are 0 for 5 from 3. over 13 minutes into Game 5. Wagner bounce pass in the paint. The cutter is blocked. He gets in behind. Pritchard blows the layup, and the Celtics, and against the rebound, they can't. Harris has got it, forces an entry to Isaac. It's deflected. Harris will chase it down to the corner. Orlando getting every loose ball, trying to stay alive. Kick out Cole Anthony. Anthony, crazy deep three. No good, but the rebound comes right to Anthony Black, who gets fouled by Porzingis.
Whoa, you guys are getting murdered on the glass.
Fans already cranky because of the 8:52 p.m. start. Now have watched the Celtics get out-hustled, out-rebounded, and outshot through the first 13-plus minutes of Game 5.
It's like a power play at the other end. Orlando gets 2, 3 opportunities. You get 1, okay. But 2 and 3, that's way too much. Orlando said not so fast.
It really felt like if the Celtics had put together a solid first quarter, put some pressure on the Magic. They can't get the double-digit lead, though. Missed free throw, Celtics secure the rebound. 32-23, Orlando by 9. Largest lead of the series. Early second quarter of Game 5. Pritchard for Jaylen Brown in the corner against Wagner. Jaylen, pump fake, thinking about that three. Wagner daring him. Instead, Jaylen going to drive, gets in deep, goes to the left hand, misses another layup, and the rebound for Anthony. Good job by Wagner on Jaylen Brown. Trying to force it. Cole Anthony drives in deep on Derek White. Help from Hauser. Throws it to the corner. Isaac cranks up a three. Nope. Offensive rebound again. Anthony Black reverses it up. That's no good. Celtics finally secure it. That one was an air ball of a three, which creates an unusual rebound. Here's Derek White going the distance, falling down. Cole Anthony takes it away from him as he falls, but Anthony backpedals out of bounds, so the Celtics will get the ball back.
Everything that goes right for the Celtics so far in these games, they haven't gotten anything going. Giving up too many second chance opportunities, missing little small jump shots.
It is just amazing. The Celtics are 0 for 5 from 3. White finds Porzingis attacking, runs it up and in, scoring the foul. Celtics have had success in the series on the under out of bounds.
Yeah, under out of bounds, just catching the basketball. Porzingis comes in. It was kind of hard. That pass was a low pass. It was almost deflected. Porzingis comes in, see if he can complete now the three-point play.
And that's where they got Porzingis going finally in Game 4, was him moving, getting him on the move as opposed to catching at the free throw line and trying to create a shot against a smaller, locked-in defender. Getting Porzingis on the move has been the key here. Three-point play. Magic up by 6, 32-26. 9:41 to go in the first half of Game 5.
Should be up a lot more.
Cole Anthony deep on the left side. It's the Wagner screen. Now Jaylen Brown in front of Cole Anthony. Ball moved to Wagner against Derek White. Wagner throws the shoulder into him. Wagner, one dribble in the paint. Pump fake, draws the foul.
Good foul. Good pump fake. Got everybody up in the air. And what you do, when you have a guy out there who's a shot blocker, you go, show him the eyes, give him your eyes. This time goes right to the body.
Banchero has been their best player and their leader for the first 4 games of the series. First half tonight, it's clearly been Wagner.
Wagner has been that dude around the rim, attacking the rim, shooting the basketball.
He's their best free throw shooter, but he has not been great in the series. 16 of 22 before these two. First is good.
Just too many easy opportunities for Orlando. Orlando's playing in the paint. The Celtics are playing outside the paint. Taylor getting a chance to look at this for a minute. The ice on his knee.
Free throw is good for Wagner. Orlando by 8, 34-26. 9:23 to go first half. Pistons lead the Knicks by 4. Late third quarter in New York. Celtics and Knicks trying to wrap this up tonight. Derek White behind the Porzingis screen. Turns the corner. Drives on Anthony. Pump fake. 10-footer. Floats. Front iron. No good. Rebound Anthony Black. This has been ugly to see. Celtics 10 of 24 to start. Wagner bounce pass. Isaac drops it out of bounds. Wagner emoting there because he knows they just gave up a layup.
Oh, setting the table. Wagner, nice job of just setting the table, getting the ball to Isaac, and it just slipped out of his hands.
Celtics trying to get substitutions in here. That ball came in bounds.
You know, what I like about Wagner, though, is Wagner is he has no fear. I mean, he comes into a building. I remember seeing him play a game in L.A., man, to had no fear. Just went right at the Lakers.
Magic have had 3 chances here to get this lead to 10 and haven't been able to do it. Jaylen Brown picks up his dribble, lobs to Porzingis against Cole Anthony. Double team comes from Black. Cutter is Hauser. Porzingis finds him for the easy two. Wagner drops his head because Hauser snuck in behind him. First 2-point field goal for Sam Hauser in the series. 34-28.
Why are you double teaming Porzingis when you're having a tough time scoring?
Wagner down the left side, lays it up, and gets the bounce. Pants off for a second. That may have been touched above the rim by Isaac. It wasn't. Lead is 8, and Joe Mazzulla will grab a timeout. 8:27 to go first half. Orlando 36, Boston 28. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This postseason, BetMGM, authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is making first field goal scorer wagers more exciting with Second Chance. Simply bet on any player to score the first field goal during any playoff game. If you're right, you win. But if your pick scores second instead of first, you get your stake back in cash. Grab the chance at getting your stake back at BetMGM, authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Existing customer offer in partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Hey, small business owners, listen up. There's a team rooting for your success at Cambridge Savings Bank. They're ready to listen, understand, and support your vision every step of the way. Visit CambridgeSavings.com, member FDIC.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hi, I'm Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. Catches Law isn't just Boston's hometown law firm. We're your neighbors. All of our lawyers were born and raised right here in these communities. With 40 years of experience, we've fought for justice and helped thousands of Bostonians win over $2 billion. We're not just here to win cases, we're proud to give back to the neighborhoods that raised us. Visit catcheslaw.com today and book your free consultation. There's no fee unless you win.
Big thanks to Kelly's Roast Beef for their generosity. For every three-pointer Boston hits this month, they'll donate $33 to One Mission, helping kids fight cancer, up to $10,000. Kelly's Roast Beef, home of the original three-way. Proud to be local, always original.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
We got to get Kelly's Roast Beef to dig in tonight and donate those $33 to One Mission for every three, because the Celtics have not made one yet. 15 minutes and 33 seconds into Game 5, and as a result, they trail by 8. 36-28, and again, shows you what any of us know. The Magic have kept the Celtics completely at bay. They did it in the regular season from 3. They've done it in the first 4 games of the series, and I thought this is the night the Celtics finally knock down some threes, maybe get a little separation. Instead, the Celtics are clinging to life here, down by 8. Fortunate to only be down 8 when Orlando has made 4 threes, and the Celtics are 0 for 5 from distance.
Yeah, the opportunities have been there. Easy ones, short ones, whatever it is. Even Derek White, who has that pop-up 3, as you said, able to catch it, knock it down. He missed it. Derek White, another little Jimmy on the inside. And a lot of this, again, you talk about how teams are interconnected and all that stuff. Had Drew Holiday always been a lifesaver? When things go really, really bad, Drew Holiday will come through with a steal or a three-point play. Him not being around, but I understand if you're trying to be in a position or you're just saying you're trying to protect him.
This absence has really hurt the Celtics the last 2.5 games here. Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout with Orlando leading by 8, 36-28. This is inefficient. As we've seen the Celtics offensively, and Orlando's been doing it to them all year. Starting lineup on the floor with the exception of Hauser in for Tatum here early second quarter. Derek White down the right side. He's going to float it up, and it bounces in. He wasn't even sure about that when he chased it.
Yeah, he wasn't. Ball just kind of hit the back of the rim and fell in.
Celtics right now on pace for their worst offensive game of the year. 36-30, they trail. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Banchero back in for Orlando after a brief rest. Going to move it to Gary Harris, return to Banchero. Banchero to his right, Derek White chases him. Banchero gets to 17 feet, jumper comes up short, rebound punched in the air by Cole Anthony. Carter tries to come up with it, knocked away by Jaylen Brown. Celtics have it, Hauser. Jaylen got knocked down. Derek White kind of racing into the front court. Pull up, shoot a three. Nope. Rebound, Cole Anthony. Celtics are 0 for 6 from 3. I'd love to know the last time the Celtics went this deep into a game without making a 3. It's the team that set the NBA record, shattered it for most of the season. Banchero. Drop back to Carter. He's going to step to the free throw line and knock down a jumper.
Carter hit jump shots on the move.
This is crazy. Orlando is out shooting the Celtics here. 38-30. Jaylen Brown thought about a 3 instead, puts it back in his pocket. It's a last-second return to Derek White. 7:02 to go first half. Derek White against Cole Anthony enters towards Porzingis, and for the 8th time at least in this series, the Celtics throw the ball towards Porzingis as the Magic just have him completely hooked like a quarterback throwing into a pass interference call. Wagner yanks him down.
And it's going to hit you. I'm not going to let you get an attempt up. Make you start to play all over. And sometimes that works. Especially if you're not in the penalty situation.
I saw Jaylen Brown take a long break after getting knocked down. It's a contact lens issue. He's putting contact lens back in his right eye right now. Porzingis will come out. Tatum will return. So Celtics are -4 without Tatum. Still have only 30 points on the board. With 6:59 to go in the first half. Tatum tries side of the bounds, and Derek White punched away from him. Out of bounds by Cole Anthony off Derek White. Another Boston turnover.
And that was really Derek White not running through the basketball.
Well, the Celtics had a year in which they have looked like a championship team, but apparently 850 starts do not agree with them. Ball move right side. Caldwell Pope hit 2 in a row in the first quarter, but he misses the 3 here. Jaylen Brown in the front court, spins away from Caldwell Pope. Jaylen drives, lays it up, and in. Cole Anthony pulled away. Thought he could lure Jaylen to a travel. Orlando thought he did travel. They don't call it. It's 38-32. Orlando by 6. Cole Anthony going to shoot a deep 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound. Tatum has it taken away by Banchero. Throws out to Wagner. Moves it left side. Caldwell Pope is open. His 3, no good. Rebound, Derek White is knocked away out of bounds by Cole Anthony. And the Celtics are just taking rounds here.
But the rounds, a lot of them have been blanks.
Right. And well, they're catching them in their shoulder and their legs or whatever. And Magic, you're an Orlando fan right now. You are sick that you're only up by 6. Derek White behind the Tatum screen. Moves with the Tatum. Cornette sets the screen. Ball moved to Derek White. He up fakes, drives past Wagner. Runs it off the glass and ends scoring the foul.
Yeah.
Wagner was holding his jersey.
Went right in and hit him right in the body. Like it was Cole Anthony at the end. I think it was Cole Anthony that nicked him coming in towards the basket.
Yep, it's on Anthony. Wagner got away with one.
Yeah, if you are Orlando right now, you are sick. Look at this game going right here about what? And we've been playing well.
They're going to the 4th quarter at Madison Square Garden. Detroit will lead by 3. Going to the 4th, 77-74. The Pacers, if you're just joining us, legendary generational collapse by the Milwaukee Bucks tonight in overtime. Up by 7 with 35 seconds to go. They lose. Pacers and Cavs will meet in the second round. 3-point play for Derek White, 38-35. Orlando with the lead. Drop step, Banchero goes off the glass, no good. He could have made that one. Instead, the foul on Jaylen Brown. Free throws for Banchero.
I like the post-ups they do in that situation. You know, go for that easy money. Easy money. Putting somebody at the line, a big body like that, he turns around and just gator arms it.
Some of the most insane numbers I've ever seen. 3-point shooting here. Orlando is 4 for 15. Boston is 0 for 6. Banchero books the first free throw.
And as cold as the Celtics have been, we know that they can be just that high.
Fans trying to put the whammy on Banchero as he lines up that second free throw, and it bounces in. 39-35, Magic by 4. Despite the Celtics not making a 3. Crazy. Tatum, countered by Wagner. Deep on the right side, push pass for Cornette. Cornette moves it to Jaylen Brown. Up fakes the three. Now puts to the floor. Drives on Joseph. Hangs in the air. Throws to the right corner for an Al Horford three. And this first Celtics three comes with 5:29 to go in the first half.
Didn't lay a game then.
They're changing it to a 2. They just changed it in the building. They'll look at it in Secaucus. So for the moment, it's 39-37. They signaled 3 on the floor. Wagner, top of the circle, watched by Luke Cornette. Dribbling between his legs, looking for room to drive, gets to the right elbow, jumper, bounces in. Orlando again by 4. 5 minutes to go in the first half if you're syncing up. Jaylen Brown against Caldwell Pope. Turns the corner behind the Horford screen. At the free throw line, kick to Tatum. Puts it to the floor, drives past Carter. In the paint, runs it up with the right hand. Awkwardly no good. He was off balance. Tatum's body language not good right now. Joseph spins away from Derek White. Kick out Banchero. Puts it to the floor. One step past Tatum, who knocks the ball away. Tatum reached behind Banchero and knocked it free. Might have saved the layup. Jaylen Brown blows by Joseph. Hangs in the air. 2-hand slam. Celtics within 2.
If they take the lead, Orlando might start throwing up.
Without making a 3. Wendell Carter for Banchero. Banchero steps back behind the line, moves it left side to Joseph. He's got a good look at a 3. It's no good. Back iron. Rebound offensively again belongs to Carter, but Horford reaches in, rips it away. Al Horford with the steal. Celtics can tie or better on this trip after trailing for the majority of the first half. Exactly 4 minutes remaining right now. Jason Tatum straight away against Carter. Lobs it on the inside. Caught by Cornette, and he is fouled. Reached in by Banchero. Orlando had that 1 foul to give.
This is a really dangerous floating pass. The Celtics are getting in position, and they're floating it in there. Defenders are running through. Too many opportunities to knock that basketball loose.
Entry. Jaylen Brown. Catch, turn, fade from 18. Would have tied the game. No good. Rebound Banchero. 41-39, Orlando by 2. Franz Wagner, head of steam, goes by Derek White, scoops it up, blocked by Cornette. Rebound, out of bounds. They're giving it to Orlando. Well, everybody's upset. Celtics wanted the ball. Wagner thought he got fouled.
So what? They are let Wagner get all the way towards the rim before they're challenging him on any of these shots.
What are the odds?
Crazy. Uh-oh.
They're going to challenge. They didn't do it in time. Ball's already inbounded. Celtics do not challenge for the basketball. Corey Joseph, right side, enters to Banchero against Derek White. Shot clock at 4. Banchero, a couple of dribbles with the left hand, rises, throws it out to Wagner. He's going to have to force something. One dribble to the elbow. He did not get the shot away in time. Shot clock violation. And that worked out. The Celtics were able to save their challenge, as Orlando did not score.
Orlando's just getting inside out. Too much for me on the offensive glass.
What are the odds the Red Sox hit more home runs tonight than the Celtics make 3s? Red Sox 5 home runs tonight to win. The Celtics, with 3:29 to go in the first half, have still not made one yet. They're going to get the ball here with a chance to tie or better. 3:29 to go. First half of Game 5. Orlando 41, Boston 39 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You ready for the Celtics season? Yeah.
If you want your kids to love something,
Big game for the Celtics tonight.
it's important to start them young. That's why Amica Insurance and the Celtics Shamrock Foundation are teaming up to improve access to early childhood education across New England so that the next generation gets the start they deserve. Amica Insurance is a proud sponsor of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics.
Whether you're carpooling the kids to the gym or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford SUVs. Because whether you're hauling gear to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, there's a Ford SUV that's just right for you and your crew, including the Ford Explorer with seating for up to 7, and the Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and 4x4 capability. Make your next stop your New England Ford dealers.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
To perform at the top of your game, you need up-to-the-minute skills. At Northeastern University's DeMoore McKim School of Business, we're not just keeping pace with the future, we're defining it. You'll gain business strategy expertise leveraging AI, data, and technology. Through transformative experiences, you'll prepare to lead with impact. Learn more at our weekly admissions events. Save your spot at northeastern.edu/business events.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Only twice this year, the Celtics made fewer than 9 threes in the game in the regular season. Both those games were Orlando. They've held them to single digits and made threes. The all-time leader in three-pointers made in an NBA season, which the Celtics were this year. We have 3:29 to go in the first half. The Celtics had not made a three. Orlando is 4 of 16. The Celtics are 0 for 6. Yet Boston is somehow within 2, 41-39, as Orlando has missed so many open shots.
Well, they've missed a lot of open shots. Celtics have missed some open shots, trying to get other people involved. But if somehow the Celtics can take the lead in this quarter, would be crazy. I mean, Orlando is going wherever they want to on the inside with the glass. Every time they put this ball up on the rim, I'm like, whoa. Let's see what happens again with Orlando's psyche.
Knicks have taken a lead. They're up 2, 81-79 in New York. Trying to advance to the second round for the 3rd consecutive year. Pistons just tied it at 81. Number one question around here lately is if the Celtics and Knicks win, or when would that series start? Or it is scheduled to start on Monday night. It will almost definitely move up to Saturday. Boston with the ball. Another chance to tie this game. Celtics scored the first 4 points in Game 5, and it was all Orlando. Jaylen Brown moves it out. Horford deep on the right side against Banchero. Tatum trying to get free. That's where the ball goes against Joseph. Tatum, quick spin, drives baseline, lays it off the glass and in. Tie game. 11-3 is the run that tied it. Even at 41, exactly 3 minutes remaining in the first half right now if you're syncing up. Wendell Carter for Franz Wagner. Top of the circle against Derek White. Gets the Carter screen. Porzingis waiting in the paint. Wagner backs it up. Moves into the right corner. Joseph open for 3. No good. Front iron rebound. Porzingis. And Carter reaches in to try to wrestle it away from him, and they're calling jump ball.
The rebounds the Celtics are getting aren't bringing it into their body. They're exposing the basketball, and that's how they're getting wrapped up.
The Celtics have out-rebounded Orlando by 18 total in the series, but they're a -6 on the glass in the first half tonight. Porzingis and Carter on a jump ball. Tie game, 2:48 to go in the first half. Porzingis wins it easily back to Al Horford. Porzingis stole that, by the way.
What guy ever jumps now?
Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble, into the paint, pulls up at 12, got it. Celtics have the lead.
Wow.
You want to make it a 2-point shooting game, we can beat you there too. Joseph or Banchero. Gets the Carter screen, turns the corner, he's coming downhill, pulls up on Porzingis, goes off the glass, no good, late foul call on Porzingis. Banchero will get free throws, Porzingis in disbelief as he is on the ground. Celtics looking at the replay.
I'm in disbelief for this one. Oh, no.
Yeah, Banchero rose up to create the contact. Was Porzingis in the restricted area. Joe Mazzulla just walked away from the iPad, sort of dejected, so it's not going to be worth the challenge.
Now, did he pick up his 3rd foul? Or
yes.
Yeah.
Just at the exact same spot he did in Game 4.
This is so crazy about it. I mean, essentially, he's going backwards.
And Carroll gets the first free throw. That's why the defensive Pritchard was so important in Game 4, because Porzingis couldn't be in there to protect the paint because he got in foul trouble. Celtics challenged on the 3rd foul Sunday night and lost that challenge. That's the one that looked on the replay like Joseph was holding him, but Celtics admitted later that Porzingis initiated that contact and that they got that call right. Banchero gets the free throws, and we start over again. The tie score is 43 with 2:17 to go in the first half. Pistons lead the Knicks 83-82 with 8:20 to go in New York. Jason Tatum, watched by Wagner, spins away to his left. He's got some room to operate, attacks the paint, throws out to the corner. Horford up fakes, they run him off the line, so he enters to Cornette. Terrible pass by Cornette, throws it away. Carter picks it off, lead for Wagner. He runs it off the glass, no good, but draws another foul. Wagner will get free throws, and Celtics making some really bad decisions.
Shoot the ball. You're in the paint. Shoot the ball. And not really, what was the foul at?
Ooh, that's another bad one. That one's worse than the Porzingis one. Joe Mazzulla called something out to Derek White. Celtics don't challenge here, so Wagner's going to give Orlando the lead from the free throw line.
That was a brush at best. Whoa.
So Wagner makes it pay. 2 free throws, 45-43, Orlando by 2. Tony Brothers, Mark Lindsay, Dennis Petravis not getting the warmest of ovations here. And welcomes on this late night here in Boston. Derek White moving to his right. Enters, bad pass. Cornette can't save it. And this has been the worst passing game the Celtics have played all year. The worst half, certainly.
Why are they trying to force the ball into loop continuously?
9 Boston turnovers. Orlando by 2. Banchero down the middle of the floor. Misses an easy layup. He got to the rim, couldn't finish. That's inexplicable. Jaylen Brown the other way. Moves into the corner. Al waiting. Going to put it to the floor. Drive. Slam with the right hand, but he missed it. It got deflected at the last second. There may be a block. Wagner goes ahead to Banchero, who scores. Terrible foul by Tatum, and 1. Horford got to the rim. Obviously, we can't see anything from our ridiculous angle, so it looked like the ball went in, but it actually got blocked from behind.
This is not a good foul then by Tatum. Just let him go. Celtics have made at least 4 or 5 bad plays here in this last 2 or 3 minutes.
This is as bad a half as the Celtics have played all year. Banchero gets the free throw, 3-point play, 7 straight for the Magic. Orlando by 5, 48-43. 1:09 to go in the first half. The Celtics are playing their way right into a flight tomorrow they don't want to be on. Jaylen Brown, right side, handled by Caldwell Pope. Moving to his left. Inside at 12 feet, ugly looking forced jumper, no good. Banchero the rebound. Banchero into the front court. Cornette peels away. Banchero is open, but he misses the 3. Rebound. Carter steps right in front of Tatum, grabs the offensive rebound. Tatum out of frustration reaches in and commits his second foul. And the Celtics are over the limit.
Oh, nobody ever boxed him out. Well, Carter just came and just nobody put a body on him.
Tatum has been such a good rebounder in this series. Tonight, Celtics just getting cuffed around on the glass.
Well, we talked about that at the beginning of the show. You asked me what the keys to the game were. I said rebound to basketball. When a team has a tough time scoring the basketball, how can they beat you? You turn the ball over, or you give them second chance opportunities.
Carter missed a free throw. So 3 free throw misses for Orlando. They're just 4 of 18 from 3. They're shooting 36% from the floor. But they lead by 5 as the Celtics cannot get out of their own way. Celtics have not made a 3. They've committed 9 turnovers. And the Magic already in double figures in offensive rebounds. Celtics came back to grab the lead, but the Magic have regained control of the game, scoring 8 straight to lead by 6, 49-43. This feels like a game in which Orlando's up 3-1. Derek White, front court, enters to Tatum. Carter comes out to challenge. 2 for 1 for the Celtics. Tatum knows it, drives, goes to the left hand, scoops it up and in. Tatum in double figures now, plus 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Differential on the clocks is 6 as we count it down to the first half. Boston trailing by 4. Banchero. Derek White jumps at him on the left side. Banchero puts it in the left hand, bumps Derek White. Kick out, Caldwell Pope moves into the corner. Gary Harris steps around Cornette, throws out to Wagner. Swung left side, Banchero. Meanwhile, you only get 24 seconds to shoot in this league, and the Magic took about 28. Banchero actually knocked down a 3, but it was about 4 seconds after the shot clock violation.
That's big.
Now Celtics get Pritchard in for 5.9 to go, so it's the Pritching hour. And what a spot this would be for him to hit one of those buzzer beaters. Celtics down 4, 5.9 to go. Tatum, half court, 3 seconds. Tatum dribbles around Wagner. Tatum keeps it himself. 2-hand slam. Magic played the three-point line, and Tatum drove it all the way in. Banchero will not get the shot away. And after a truly calamitous first half, on a variety of levels, the Celtics up 3-1 in the series will go into the locker room only down by 2. Coming up, Joe Murray will update you on the Pistons and the Knicks in the fourth quarter at Madison Square Garden. An epic, disastrous collapse by the Bucks, ending their season in Game 5 at the Fieldhouse today. Red Sox winning big behind Garrett Crochet and 5 home runs. We'll update you on all of it. And back here at the Garden to see if the Celtics cannot get on a plane tomorrow. They trail the Magic 49-47, halftime of Game 5 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Today's game doesn't start with the tip-off. It starts off the court with all the work you put in. Putting in reps, putting out goals just to crush them, putting the doubters in their place, and putting together the right team so you can take what's yours. When you get ready, you stay ready to earn another W, because preparation is everything, on the court and off.
Mass Mutual is committed to helping all women plan, protect, and grow their financial futures. Learn more at massmutual.com/stay ready.
As your warm weather fun gets into full swing, Shaw's and Star Market is saving you time and money. Just download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to do your grocery shopping online. Right now, you'll get $30 off your first online order over $75. That's right, use the code SAVE30 and enjoy $30 off your first order. Plus, free curbside pickup or delivery right to your door will be ready in as soon as 30 minutes. Shaw's and Star Market. Save time. Shop online.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Amica Insurance. They're proud to be the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the 18-time champion Boston Celtics. When it comes to protecting the life you've built, trust your insurance need to Amica's award-winning service. Visit amica.com and get a quote today. And Brex, a leading AI-powered spend platform for modern companies. Proud to be the official corporate card and spend management partner of the Boston Celtics. Visit Brex.com today to get started. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
And what a spot this would be for him to hit one of those buzzer beaters. Celtics down 4, 5.9 to go. Tatum, half court, 3 seconds. Tatum dribbles around Wagner. Tatum keeps it himself. 2-hand slam. Magic played the three-point line, and Tatum drove it all the way in. Banchero will not get the shot away.
All right, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray. And while the player taking care of business is Jason Tatum, presented by Cambridge Savings Bank. Taking care of business starts with a great team. With CSB, you get a partner who puts you first so you can focus on what matters most. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC. Well, I will tell you that was a very, very poor first half from the Boston Celtics, who only trail by 2 points at halftime. They did not hit a three-pointer in the first half. 0 for 6 from downtown. They do have 7 points from their bench. They have 9 turnovers to the 4 of Orlando. 13 assists. Just one of the worst first halves of the year and a closeout game for the Celtics. Now, let's get into it. Tatum, 16 first half points, 6 assists. Also has 3 rebounds, 4 for 4 from the line, and that might be what he has to do. The way that Orlando was defending the perimeter, go right to the basket. He's 6 for 9 from the field. Al Horford still in the starting 5 with no Drew Holiday tonight. He's played 18 minutes, 2 for 3 from the field, 2 assists, 4 points. His foot was on the line on a 3, so still no 3-point shot made for the Celtics. How about Kristaps Porzingis in his 14 minutes? He's got 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. 0 for 2 from downtown, 3 of 6 from the field, including this basket.
The Celtics 0 for 5 from 3. White finds Porzingis attacking, runs it up and in, scoring the foul. Celtics have had success in the series on the under out of bounds.
Yeah, under out of bounds, just catching the basketball. Porzingis comes in. It was kind of hard. That pass was a low pass.
Pick and roll works every time for one Kristaps Porzingis. Can't forget about Jaylen Brown. 4 for 10 from the field, 19 minutes in this one. He has 2 turnovers to go along with 5 rebounds. He does have 8 first half points, though, including this basket.
Tatum reached behind Banchero and knocked it free. Might have saved the layup. Jaylen Brown blows by Joseph. Hangs in the air, 2-hand slam. Celtics within 2.
If they take the lead.
Derek White has 5 first half points. From the bench, Peyton Pritchard just 2 points. Luke Cornett has 3. Sam Hauser has 2. The story is just Orlando. Franz Wagner, 17 first half points on 6 of 11 shooting. Paulo Banchero, 11 points, while Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has 8. As far as the bench goes, 8 points for the Magic. They're shooting 4 of 18 from 3. So they've made 4 threes. The Celtics have made none, and they have a 2-point lead at halftime. Let's get the music of the game here. Kendrick Lamar and SZA, one night only. Brought to you by Live Nation, the Grand National Tour, May 12th at Gillette Stadium. Tickets now at livenation.com. We'll get you caught up in all the scores in the NBA. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston Celtics playoff coverage on 98.5 The Sports Hub is presented by Charles D. Sheehy. Charles D. Sheehy is your local leader for pipe, valves, fittings, and mechanical products. CDS is proud to partner with the area's leading healthcare, life science, and lab contractors. Partner with CDS to keep your project on schedule.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Heading to a game at the Garden this season? Do what I do. Get there without the traffic torment and just take the train. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free and enjoy later nighttime service after the game. And if the game's on a weekend, ride with $10 weekends. Get tickets on board or with the M-Ticket app.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, basketball fans, ready for the NBA playoffs? Get in on all the action throughout basketball's most exciting time of the year with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Massachusetts only. Existing customer offer subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 1 to 7 days. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Nobody beats FW Webb for plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, pipe valves, fittings, and more. Visit FWWebb.com for a location near you.
If you're looking for your next sandwich love, check out the Cajun Crunch Chicken Sandwich. Let me say, this sandwich really has me feeling the heat. It's packed with bold Cajun flavors that add the perfect little kick of flavor. Plus, it's topped with crispy onions that give it a satisfying crunch in every single bite. And did I mention this is all on top of Wendy's iconic spicy chicken sandwich? So if you love that, you got to get your hands on this Cajun Crunch Chicken Sandwich before it's gone. For that little extra kick, gotta be Wendy's. Open until midnight or later.
Hey, Boston, this is Ryan Williams with 128 Plumbing, Heat, and Cooling and Electric with the company that finishes every job strong. Spring is officially here, and we are focusing on two things here at 128. We are now scheduling our air conditioning tune-ups, so be sure to be that squeaky wheel and get ahead of the line before the weather starts to warm up. And we will be finalizing our HVAC roster by May. So if you are looking for a change, be sure to get your resume in now to join Boston's best privately held HVAC company. For more information, visit us online at call128.com.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Well, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZFM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Pacers eliminated the Bucks with a 119-118 win. Right now in the fourth quarter, Detroit has a 95-90 lead over New York, and the Clippers and Nuggets play later tonight. The Red Sox, they had an explosion offensively tonight, winning 10-2. They had 5 home runs in the win. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com to save 15% off your next drive-thru oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy peoples. Celtics trail Game 5, 49-47 at halftime. I'm Joe Murray. Second half's next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The Pianta Baking Company is a local fourth-generation family bakery providing bread to New England's restaurants for over 100 years. You can find their famous Hearth French bread, rolls, and subs at your local supermarket. And be sure to try their new sourdough batard, hearth-baked with signature sourdough starter. The Pianta Baking Company.
Boston, 26.2 miles of pure grit, just like your engine, pushing its limits. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Fast, reliable, just like a well-oiled machine, will keep you running smoothly. Whether you're conquering Heartbreak Hill or tackling the daily commute, the team at Valvoline Instant Oil Change has your back. Get in, get out, get back on the road within 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, because life's a marathon, not a sprint. The official oil change of keeping Boston moving.
Today's game doesn't start with the tip-off. It starts off the court with all the work you put in. Putting in reps. Putting out goals just to crush them, putting the doubters in their place, and putting together the right team so you can take what's yours. When you get ready, you stay ready to earn another W, because preparation is everything, on the court and off.
Mass Mutual is committed to helping all women plan, protect, and grow their financial futures. Learn more at massmutual.com/stay ready.
Hi, I'm Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. Catches Law isn't just Boston's hometown law firm. We're your neighbors. All of our lawyers were born and raised right here in these communities. With 40 years of experience, we've fought for justice and helped thousands of Bostonians win over $2 billion. We're not just here to win cases, we're proud to give back to the neighborhoods that raised us. Visit catcheslaw.com today and book your free consultation. There's no fee unless you win.
Spring is here. Time to upgrade your AC. For a limited time, Rodenizer Home Services is offering up to $2,000 off a new AC system with next-day installation, flexible financing, and rebates. Rodenizer.com for your free estimate.
Earn your bachelor's online with UMass Lowell and grow your career options and earning power. You can easily transfer credits and accelerate your success. Begin May 19th with UMass Lowell.
Are interest rates keeping you from getting a new home or refinancing your existing home? At Clinton Savings Bank, we offer a wide range of mortgage programs, including our 5-1 adjustable rate product with a rate as low as 6.125%. This low rate is fixed for the next 5 years. Call John Ryan or Steve Turbide today and let them walk you through the mortgage process. Member FDIC, member DIF, equal housing lender, NMLS number 422081. Call 888-744-4272 for details about credit costs and terms. All loans subject to credit approval.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge!
KG is locked and loaded tonight.
What a play by Bird!
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
Rochester finished last. We had an agreement with Rochester that they would not take
Bill Russell, but would take Sahugo Green as their #1 choice. So we then made a deal with St. Louis for their #1 choice, which was, of course, Bill Russell.
And that's how it happened on this day in 1956 at the Celtics. There's always the famous story that got exaggerated about the ice capades. Didn't have anything to do with the ice capades. There were a lot of factors involved, including what Bill Russell's contract demand was, which is why some teams shied away from him, including Rochester with that first pick in the draft. But the first of many, many draft day moves by Red Auerbach, Bill Russell being one, the biggest one being the trade that got Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish here in 1980 for that second pick, the Joe Barry Carroll trade. Danny Ainge made a pretty good one with the Nets and Mikhail Prokhorov in 2013 to get the Celtics Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who are now on the verge of a 5th consecutive series win in 5 games or fewer, but they may have just played their worst half of the year, and yet remarkably, despite Orlando getting 9 extra shots, 12 extra threes, making 4, and 6 extra free throws, the Celtics, who were throwing the ball all over the floor, only trail by 2 as we go to the third.
And the thing you wonder is, like, they are constantly, consistently getting the ball to Luke. Okay, this is interesting. Pritchard is starting
Pritchard's out
now.
there, yeah. Porzingis, the exact same thing from Game 4. Porzingis did not start the second half with 3 fouls, trying to milk it until he gets that 4th foul. The exact same strategy that Joe Mazzulla used in Game 4, he used in Game 5. Porzingis on the bench to begin the third quarter. Pritchard outs Corey Joseph. Joseph has been really good in this series. Turns the corner on Pritchard. Joseph drives, rumbles towards the basket, lays it up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back for Wendell Carter. 11th offensive rebound for Orlando, and they lead by 4. Quick jumper. It's a 3. It's no good. Rebound Carter. Celtics had not made a 3 now since 7:29 remaining in Game 4. They made one every 2 minutes and 43 seconds in the regular season. Banchero runs over Derek White. Offensive foul. Derek set himself, made sure his feet were outside the circle, and Banchero rolled over him on the drive.
Banchero, all he has to do is just turn around and just shoot the basketball.
And that's 3 fouls, by the way, on Banchero.
I mean, and the threes that they're taking, kind of out of rhythm. I like Derek taking them, but still out of rhythm.
Pritchard, long cross court for Al Horford. Now Tatum's got it straight away against Wagner. Well, Tatum is cranky right now. Put some extra mustard on the pass to Jaylen Brown, who's fouled by Banchero. Picks up a 4th foul, 55 seconds into the second half.
Did they get that one on Banchero?
They did.
Wow.
And how about the respect now? Fans know just what they're dealing with here in Banchero, that they know that's significant. And, hey, you're Jamal Mosley. This is your season here, so you're going to roll the dice. You roll it now. Keep Banchero in the game. Jalen hated the free throw, yelled at it out of his hands. It's no good.
Of course, every time the Celtics have taken a couple of steps forward, they've taken a step backwards. Missing free throws, not rebounding the basketball, giving up second chance opportunities.
This is almost like you're playing a video game that you think you're so good at. You just deliberately try to make it as complicated as you possibly can. The Celtics are playing as poorly as they have all year. Jalen bounces in the second free throw. 51-48, Orlando by 3. Magic with the ball. Banchero now with 4 fouls. Porzingis on the bench with 3. Corey Joseph spins away from Pritchard. High left-hand dribble. Banchero sets the screen. Joseph turns the corner, gets the free throw line. Pritchard waiting for him, so Joseph enters to Banchero. Against Jaylen Brown. Banchero falls down. Horford trying to time up for a jump ball. He does. Jalen just pulled the rug on him, and Banchero fell down.
At that point, it really should be almost a walk. But he was still dribbling the basketball, though.
Remember Banchero with Orlando's season on the line in Game 7 in Cleveland last year, had that brilliant performance in the Magic's loss. Now we have Cleveland, Indiana. Wow. In the Eastern Conference semifinals. I think a lot of people, recency bias, I don't know, are going to lean towards Indiana. I think the Cavs get them out of there pretty easy. Jump ball. Banchero touched it last out to Caldwell Pope. Orlando wins the jump ball. Caldwell Pope, shot clock winding down. Rainbow three, front iron, no good, but another offensive rebound. Easy put back for Banchero. 12 offensive rebounds now for the Magic. They lead by 5. Jaylen Brown right side. Celtics are playing like they want to get on a plane tomorrow. Tatum, pull up on Banchero, straightaway three, got it. Finally. With 10:22 to go in the third quarter of Game 5, the Celtics knocked down their first three.
Yeah, that was a hand in the face, too.
53-51. Wagner, right side against Pritchard. Spins it back into the left hand. Pump fake, throws out to Joseph. Pretty good look. Left side three. No good. Back iron. Rebound, Derek White. Jaylen wants it. He's got it. Left side of the floor. Runs into Wagner. Wagner commits the foul on the floor. Already second team foul on Orlando. Second foul on Wagner.
So Wagner says, look, before you go in that place, start the play back over. Start it back over. Now, Banchero does not want to pick up a 5th foul, so you got to attack him.
Jaylen Brown down the right side, pulls up, scores off the window, and the 5th foul on Banchero. Calamity for the Magic here early in the third.
Oh, it really is. And you think in that situation, that's absolutely crazy. And what they're trying to, I think Orlando wants to challenge here.
Oh, Jamal Mosley is losing his mind on the sideline here. Tony Brothers, they are going to challenge. They have to, basically. You've got to use the challenger. You cannot have a 5th foul on Banchero.
We have a defensive foul on Orlando. The player's been challenged by Orlando.
So we will step aside. The basket is going to count no matter what. Normally, you would never challenge in a situation like this. But because it's the 5th foul on Banchero, you have to. 9:46 to go. Third quarter of Game 5. Boston 53, Orlando 53 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This postseason, BetMGM, authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is making first field goal scorer wagers more exciting with Second Chance. Simply bet on any player to score the first field goal during any playoff game. If you're right, you win. But if your pick scores second instead of first, you get your stake back in cash. Grab the chance at getting your stake back at BetMGM, authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Existing customer offer in partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Boston Celtics playoff coverage on 98.5 The Sports Hub is presented by Charles D. Sheehy. Charles D. Sheehy is your local leader for pipe, valves, fittings, and mechanical products. CDS is proud to partner with the area's leading healthcare, life science, and lab contractors. Partner with CDS to keep your project on schedule.
Big thanks to Kelly's Roast Beef for their generosity. For every three-pointer Boston hits this month, they'll donate $33 to one mission, helping kids fight cancer. Up to $10,000. Kelly's Roast Beef, home of the original three-way. Proud to be local, always original.
Set yourself up for success. Their locally owned Benjamin Moore store proudly serves the New England area with more than just paint. They're here to support you and help you find everything you need to bring your projects to life. From expert advice to premium products, they'll help you every step of the way. Enjoy exceptional service and explore a selection of beautiful paint colors designed for lasting results. Visit Sear Lumber and Home Center today and experience the difference that Benjamin Moore's quality products and personalized guidance can make.
Hi, I'm Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. Catches Law isn't just Boston's hometown law firm. We're your neighbors. All of our lawyers were born and raised right here in these communities. With 40 years of experience, we've fought for justice and helped thousands of Bostonians win over $2 billion. We're not just here to win cases, we're proud to give back to the neighborhoods that raised us. Visit catcheslaw.com today and book your free consultation. There's no fee unless you win.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
2 minutes and 14 seconds of the third quarter. 3 fouls on Banchero. Up to 5 for the game. Coach's challenge. One of the quickest rulings we have ever seen. Deemed unsuccessful. Jaylen made contact with the head of Banchero going up, but the call on the floor is that Banchero made contact with him first. And now Paolo Banchero, the Magic star player, will have to come out in a tie game with 9:46 to go in the third. Meanwhile, Dennis Schroeder is at the free throw line, making it a 2-possession game for the Detroit Pistons. Knicks have the ball, down 4, but only 14 seconds to go. trying to win the series tonight in New York. It has been forever since the Knicks won a series at home. Tough three is hit. It's a 1-point game with 5.7 to go. Pistons have to inbound. And Detroit's going to call timeout.
Oh, what a great shot that was, though.
That was the Anunoby. They hit some threes late. Bridges and Anunoby have hit threes late to keep New York alive. And the Pistons, if they get the ball inbound, the best they can do, it's going to be a one-possession game. New York trails 104-103. Pistons will inbound with 5.7 to go.
Well, the thing I'd be afraid about in this particular game, the Celtic game right now, watch out for Wagner. He can take over a game, especially with Banchero on the bench now. I think he plays a lot freer.
Jalen gets the free throw. 3-point play. Celtics take a rare lead tonight. 54-53. Orlando has led for 25 out of 26 minutes in this game. Left side of the floor, Joseph against Al Horford. Moves it to Wagner against Derek White. Couple of dribbles for Wagner. Falls away in the baseline at 18. Jumper rims out. Rebound stats down by Tatum. Boston by 1 and the ball. Jumble pass lead for Jaylen Brown left side. Jaylen gets by Joseph. He's in deep. Lays it in with the right hand. And here come the Celtics. An 8-0 run. They lead by 3. Wagner coming the other way. Lobs it where it misses Isaac, but is saved in the corner by Joseph. Joseph attacks the paint, throws back to Isaac. Kick out Caldwell Pope. Bounce past Isaac, and he dropped it out of bounds, but they're calling a foul.
Oh, don't say no. You can't say that's shooting,
Well,
bro.
now that would be a bad call. The foul itself, we're getting a second look at it here. Isaac caught it. Reach in by Jaylen Brown. There's no way Isaac was shooting.
He should have been solid.
He hadn't even received the ball yet. Wow.
He said I was going up with it. Yeah, okay.
Let's see if anyone can conjure up Rasheed Wallace here. His free throw, no good. Love you, Sheed. Ball don't lie.
Sheed.
All right, Cade Cunningham has made the first free throw. The Knicks do not have a timeout. They're going to trail by 2 or 3 with 5.4 to go. Jonathan Isaac makes the second free throw. Celtics lead 56-54. Want to sync up. Exactly 9 minutes remaining right now in the third quarter. Tatum. Bounce pass for Al Horford on the wing. Looking for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen steps away from one man, but Carter jumps out at him. Jaylen Brown in his conference final corner instead is going to drive and flip it up and in with the right hand. Jaylen is getting it going now. Wagner gets to 10 feet. Flip shot is good. 2-point game. 58-56.
Yeah, that's the thing. Wagner's going to take a while.
Wagner's got 19. Jaylen double team to the paint. Kick out Tatum. Tatum with Caldwell Pope in front of him. Tatum fumbles it out of his left hand, has it back, shot clock down to 6. Tatum bumps Caldwell Pope, spins, hangs in the air, crazy floater, back iron, no good, rebound Isaac. Just good defense there. Tatum tried to force it. Orlando with the ball down by 2. Knicks are shooting free throws here after an intentional foul. They're going to have to miss the second. I think McBride missed the first. Wagner moves it to Joseph. Left-hand dribble, driving on Porzingis, gets in deep. Bounce pass, Isaac drops it, has it back, turns baseline, force a tough jumper, no good. Tatum got bumped by Joseph. They don't call that, but the Celtics have the rebound. Ooh, Tatum is going to get really upset now. Jaylen Brown for Tatum. Keeps it away from Isaac, throws back to Porzingis. Deep 3, no good. The rebound for Carter. Celtics now 1 of 9 from 3. Boston has made 1 3 in nearly 2.5 quarters. Orlando attempting their 21st, but they miss again. They've only made 4 tonight. Celtics have the rebound, leading by 2.
The other shooting team, man, they will put some pressure on you.
5 straight rock fights.
Oh, Wagner.
Al Horford and Wagner are just hand fighting, and they're letting it go. They enter to Al Horford. Horford against Wagner. Puts it in the hands of Jaylen Brown. Spinning on Joseph. Elevates, draws the contact shot, no good. Jaylen Brown will get free throws. Joseph is saying it's the exact same thing from Game 3 where he got hit in the head. Orlando cannot challenge.
Yeah.
It is over at Madison Square Garden, and the Knicks and the Pistons are going back to Detroit for Game 6 on Thursday night.
Yeah. give full marks for Detroit. They're doing what they needed to do. Boy, Jaylen Brown has came in and taken over this game, scoring basket after basket. Now he's at his most uncomfortable place, the free throw line.
Although Jaylen, he's missed one tonight, but he's been good in the series. 26 of 30. That's 87%. And, of course, he misses.
As the broadcaster just said.
Well, remarkably, I have little control over anything, which is the reason we're sitting in the corner and can't even see the court. So to suggest I have control over who makes free throws would be a significant stretch.
I just think there are times when guys don't have that in them, that free throw stuff.
It's funny, Jalen's had a great series from the line, but tonight he gets 1 of 2 here. 59-56. Boston by 3. Orlando trying to survive this third quarter with Banchero on the bench with 5 fouls. Porzingis has returned with the 3. Derek White, Dog and Joseph. Now Isaac, hand to Franz Wagner. Wagner, one dribble with the left hand, picks it up, hands to Joseph. Joseph dribbles in deep, exposes the ball. Derek White slaps it away out of bounds. Should be Orlando ball. It is with 6 to shoot.
Al Horford was taken out of bounds.
How about the road teams tonight? Milwaukee had the game and then blew it in overtime in Indiana. Detroit wins at New York, and Orlando's led most of the night here. Wagner, 4 on the shot clock, takes the deep 3 over Porzingis, no good, wide left. And the rebound for Derek White. If only these guys could shoot. Orlando 4 of 22 from 3. Celtics by 3. Jaylen Brown drives baseline, blocked out of bounds by Joseph.
Boy, he is attacking every time Joseph. I might want to try to get a bigger body, maybe Black, going up against Brown.
Joseph's been the best plus-minus player in this game easily. Under out of bounds, Tatum throws it all the way out to Derek White. Tatum, entering to Porzingis. Porzingis against the smaller Joseph. Rises, 10-footer, bounces out. Porzingis has not been able to buy one of those in this series. 3 for 8 tonight. Shooting 34% in the series. Entry pass to Isaac. He slams over Horford. It's a 1-point game. 59-58.
No, I mean, that's where they Celtics punish you with that, in that position.
Midway through the third quarter right now. 3-point shooting has been non-existent. Celtics have only attempted 9 and they missed 8. Jaylen Brown against Wendell Carter. Left-hand dribble. Pulls up. Can't create any room. Shot clock down to 2. Horford returns it to Jaylen. Launches a crazy 3 at the shot clock buzzer. Barely hits the rim. And now Orlando could regain the lead here midway through the third. Franz Wagner. Into the front court. Step back. 3 over Porzingis. Nope. Rebound Horford. One of the worst 3-point shooting combined games we have ever seen. Porzingis touches it out to Jaylen Brown in the corner. Return entry passing. Wagner gets too aggressive. Jumps over Porzingis. Commits his 3rd foul.
So that's 4 fouls.
Yep. 4 on Orlando. No, that's 5.
That's why Porzingis went to the post up there. Have a smaller man on his back then. Wagner has that free reign right now to shoot when he wants to. With Banchero being out, and Mosley finna try a few things here.
A lot of people pay a lot of money to see the Knicks finally win a series at home tonight, and they'll be getting on a plane to Detroit tomorrow. Porzingis gets the first free throw.
Well, the fact that the Knicks shouldn't have won that last game. Who's going to be the shooter right now out there for Orlando?
Porzingis gets the free throw, 61-58.
You asked for Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony in this game, what can he do?
Celtics by 3. I'm trying to figure out something happening with Giannis and Tyrese Halliburton's dad.
Yeah.
At the end of that game. Franz Wagner driving on Pritchard. Kick out. Isaac is open in the corner for the tie. Not a chance. Air ball. Rebound headed for the corner. but Tazi, who's just in the game, can't save it. Even if he did. Shot clock violation.
Isaac. He couldn't have made that. Man, he couldn't even hit the rim.
Now, the last time we saw Batazi check in out of necessity because of foul trouble for Orlando, His most notable contribution to the series was splitting open the head of Kristaps Porzingis. Tatum turns the corner. Batazzi immediately fouls him. Batazzi has played 9 minutes in the series, has now committed 5 fouls, and Orlando over the limit.
Right, that was just a bad foul. He just reached out. He was going by him. You chopped down on him. I mean, these aren't smart plays right now Orlando is making. I mean, I know you want to be physical. I know you want to bang guys around, but you can't put people on the free throw line unless you made the first or two.
For the Celtics, number 30, Sam Hauser back into the game, replacing Jaylen Brown.
It almost feels like basketball justice for the Pistons to get that game tonight.
Oh, Jeff. No question. Basketball guys even that one up because Pistons should have been up.
A little hot take theater.
Yeah.
Knicks win in Detroit Thursday. And I'm the guy that picked Knicks in 7 at the start of the series. 63-58, Boston by 5. Here comes Cole Anthony down the left side. Ball fake, handoff underneath. Isaac elevates, ball slapped away by Porzingis. Loose on the ground, Tatum's got it. Celtics have their largest lead, up by 5, and the ball. 4:35 to go in the third. Tatum moving to his right, Batazzi in front of him. Tatum lines him up, putting him in the chamber. Now the double team comes from Wagner. Tatum in the corner, bounce pass, escape to Horford, now Pritchard. Right-hand dribble, Pritchard attacks the paint, lays it up and in. Orlando over-rotated. 6 straight for the Celtics. They have their largest lead, up by 7.
They were protecting the three-point line there. And ran him off.
As loud as it's been in here all night. What a turnaround. Wagner down the right side. Hook shot off the glass and in. Tough one.
A very tough one. That time couldn't see the rim. Good defense by Porzingis. Just better offensive play than.
21 for Wagner. 65-60. Tatum gets across the timeline. They put Batazzi in front of him again. Tatum starts his drive. Now pulls back. He's going to take a 3 over Batazzi and drill it.
Big time players, man. Big time players step up and make big plays.
Magic trying to survive without Banchero. They trail by 8. Anthony kick out. Wagner, they need this 3. Don't get it. Rebound, pinballs right to Cole Anthony. Shovel out to Caldwell Pope. His 3 is a brick. And Al Horford grabs the rebound. Uh-oh is right. The Magic season is beginning to fade. 3:12 to go in the third. Celtics looking for a double-digit lead. Tatum, right side of the floor. Batazzi in front of him. Tatum licking his chops. Backs it up against Batazzi. Puts it in the right hand. Draws another foul. Easy as pie. Tatum will go back to the line.
Easy as pie. Easy as pumpkin pie. This time, just hit him again with the body as he tries to go by him. You can't foul him every time and put your hands on him if you want to stay in the game.
You got to get Carter back in this game or Anthony Black. This Batazzi thing is not working.
Forget that. You better go back and get that other guy coming back in this game. You bring your best player back in this game because by the time he gets in, it's going to be over.
What's the number? Celtics, if Tatum makes a second free throw, will go up by 10. What's the margin by which it doesn't matter how much time is left? You just put Banchero back in with the 5 fouls.
Right now,
okay.
Forget about it all. You're saving him for what? I know he can't be aggressive on his defensive end, but I got to have some offensive plays. And, man, those other guys over there. Isaac.
Half hour ago, Celtics were in trouble, and the Knicks had the lead.
Yeah.
Now it is completely turned around.
Also, the Pistons. Yeah, you said that, but also you look at what happened in Milwaukee.
26, 5 and 7 for Tatum. Celtics by 10, 70-60, 2:54 to go in the third. Caleb Houston in the game. That's a desperation move to get some offense in there. Cole Anthony bumped by Pritchard. Pritchard played him tough, but Pritchard had fouls to give. Just the second team foul. That'll bring us to the timeout with 2:48 to go in the third quarter. 10 points isn't much in the current NBA, but on a night like tonight, it is. 2:48 to go in the third quarter of Game 5. Boston 70, Orlando 60 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America? is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
We only get 48 minutes together. A few times a week, a few months a year. 48 minutes.
Big game for the Celtics tonight.
Where the 72,000 square miles of New England are focused on nothing but 94 feet of parquet. Because it's us versus the world, and the world versus the world champs. At Amica, we show up for New England, like New England shows up for the Celtics.
The NBA 82-game grind is done. Ready for all the playoff drama? Get in on the playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. DraftKings has been the home of NBA player props all season, and that's continuing all the way through the playoffs. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting something simple, like picking a team to win and make your pick. It is that easy. Here's something special for first-timers as well. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. So make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SPORTSHUB. That's code SPORTSHUB for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Massachusetts only. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Looking to boost your career? UMass Lowell graduates enjoy the highest mid-career salaries among all public research universities in Massachusetts. Explore UMass Lowell's graduate degrees at uml.edu/online.
110 Grill in Athol is the perfect place to get together with friends and family. Thanks to their award-winning allergy commitment, 100% of their main menu can be prepared gluten-free. Visit them in Athol today, or to find another location near you, head to 110grill.com. 110 is a proud partner of the NBA champion Boston Celtics.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Randy and Max back at the Amica Insurance Broadcast booth. Celtics playoff basketball presented by Amica, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Celtics. While you root for Banner 19, visit Amica.com. Learn more about building a game plan for you. The Celtics have watched the Magic take 13 more shots. Remarkably, 15 more threes, although they're 4 for 26. Free throws are really close. Orlando has out-rebounded them by 10. Yet, the Celtics, who made 18 threes a game to set an NBA record, have made 2 tonight. 2! With 2:48 to go in the third quarter, and it is the Celtics who have the game's first double-digit lead, up 70-60.
That's why I always say the game sometimes isn't necessarily about the analytics. It's about scoring the basketball and being efficient, especially in the post area.
Celtics are 24 of 39 shooting twos. Orlando keeping Banchero out of the game with the 5 fouls. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Cole Anthony jumps back behind the three-point line, bricks one, rebound Al Horford. They are 4 for 27. Right on brand. Imagine if there was a team that could play defense like Orlando as Hauser steps to his left, launches a three and hits it.
One time.
14-2 is the Boston run. It's fading for the Magic now. 73-60. Franz Wagner. Stop and start. Spins on Cornette. Hook shot. Comes up short. Rebound. Somehow, Carter has it 1-on-4, but it's put back. Blocked by Horford. Another offensive rebound and put back for Franz Wagner. 15 offensive rebounds now for Orlando, but they trail by 11. Second chance points are 15 zip. The only metric that matters is Boston by 11. 1:42 to go in the third. Tatum enters the Cornette, kicks in the corner. Open. Al, three. Got it. Banchero can only watch as the Magic season fades away. Cole Anthony fouled on a little stop and start. Celtics had a foul to give with 1:29 to go in the third, but they have pushed the lead in 4 minutes from 1 to 14.
Should be on the side here. I'd love to see, again, the attacking nature of the Celtics on their defensive end and doing what they need on the offensive end, taking what the defense gives you. They give you a layup, take a layup. If you get a three...
5-second violation on the inbound. An unforgivable turnover with your season on the line. And Max, I'm with you now on Banchero.
Yeah. You just saved them for what?
Tatum, right side, pull up on block. It's a three and it's good. Dude has been brilliant in the series. Brilliant. Cole Anthony fumbles his drive. It's picked off the floor by Anthony Black. Celtics lead by 17 now as we enter the final minute of the third quarter of Game 5. Down the left side, Anthony dribbles it off his own foot. Al Horford the steal. Lead for Tatum. Tatum slowed down by Caleb Houston. Tatum will slow it down. Celtics in complete control now. Running at a speed the Magic cannot match. Tatum cross court. Pritchard into the corner. Hauser up fakes the three. Steps to 10 feet. Short jumper's good.
Yep. Ain't going back. Ain't going back to Orlando. Forget you, Mouse.
19-point Boston lead. Wendell Carter launches a three. It is no good. Rebound Tatum. Celtics will hold for one shot here late in the third quarter. This was a one-point game midway through the third. With Paolo Banchero, their best player, watching with 5 fouls. The Celtics are soaring out to what's going to be an insurmountable lead. 5 on a shot clock. It's in the hands of Tatum. He's trying to end the suspense right now. Tatum, kick to the corner. Al jumps into a long two at the buzzer, and it bounces in.
It's such right, Mouseville. Sorry.
Half-court shot from Anthony is wide left. It was a methodical matter of time. Chip away, chip away, chip away, and eventually the rock-hard wall will collapse. The Celtics close the third quarter on a 24-4 run. And now it is academic. The Celtics trail by 4 at the end of one. They trail by 2 at halftime, but they lead by 21 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 in Game 5. Boston 83, Orlando 62 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth. Feeling smooth. Who said that? It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw. So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then? Now you're getting it. Beep-bop, beat-up, wow, miter saw is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Hey, it's Felger here to talk about Ramp. Ramp is a corporate card that our finance team uses here at the Sports Hub, so you know they're a big deal. Ramp handles all the tedious financial nonsense you don't want to do, so you can focus on things that actually matter. With Ramp, you submit your receipts in seconds. Your finance team will love it, and your team will love it too. And for a limited time, when you sign up for Ramp, you will receive a bonus of $250. So visit ramp.com/hub and start saving time and eliminating expense headaches today.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
The 99-cent sale is back at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up participating items throughout the store for just 99 cents by the each or by the pound. Like Signature Select White Bread, Chicken of the Sea Chunk Light Tuna, Chobani Greek Yogurt, Broccoli Crowns, Eggplant, Sweet Potatoes, Vidalia Onions, Cara Oranges, Signature Select Pasta, Rice-A-Roni, Kind Bars, and more. All just 99 cents. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Pilot, 1.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline, or a 2.99% APR on a 2025 CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
To the fourth quarter we go in Game 5. The Orlando Magic are capped on offensive attack, and with their best player, Paolo Banchero, in early foul trouble. The Magic fell apart in the third quarter. It was a one-point game until a 24-4 run that felt like a matter of time. The Celtics in a game that they made so difficult for themselves for 2.5 quarters take a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter, trying to end the series right now.
Yeah, I think that, you're playing with a certain commitment right now. But if I'm the Magic, there's no way. If Mosley's out there, I don't bring Banchero back earlier. When you see an onslaught and things right now going so poorly, forget about the fouls. You got to get out. You roll the dice when he had 4. Why aren't you going to roll the dice when he has 5? It doesn't make any difference.
5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Orlando is down by 1. Now the Celtics have the ball and a 21-point lead, trying to close it out and advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals, which will begin here at TD Garden Saturday night or Monday against either the Knicks or the Detroit Pistons. Just joining us, Knicks lose at home tonight. Pritchard straight away 3 begins the fourth.
Bombs away. Bombs away.
History is going to look back at this game and say, man, the Celtics just blew them out of the water. And this is what happens when you can't score. You've got to play perfectly for all 4 quarters. Banchero back in, knocks down the long jumper. That is a 3 for Banchero. 86-65. 13-7-4 for Banchero in 22 minutes tonight. And it takes the Celtics still early in the fourth to make more threes than the Red Sox hit home runs tonight. Jaylen Brown from Pritchard. Right hand dribble. Keeps it away from Anthony Black. Spins it in his left hand. Knocks Black away. 12-footer is no good. Rebound comes to Pritchard. Shovels out to Derek White. Return to Pritchard. Straight away 3. Bang!
Man, what unselfish play that is. Derek White had a chance to shoot the basketball, but felt Pritchard was in better position to shoot it.
Celtics have made 6 of their last 7 from distance. And the box score is going to be crazy tonight. Boston by 24. Banchero finds the cutter, 2-hand slam for Window. Carter, 89-67, 22-point margin with 10:25 to go in Game 5. Pritchard with Black on his shoulder, throws out to Derek White. Now Jaylen Brown. Step back on Harris, and his 3 is good. The floodgates have opened, and the Magic are drowning.
I'm not sure where you're going to get some for that mouse, because that mouse cannot survive like that.
Wagner, crazy hook shot, jumping to his right. It falls for him. 92-69, 25 for Wagner. He's been great tonight. This Magic roster just needs veterans, and it needs shooting. This is not the last time Boston or Orlando are going to meet in the playoffs for the next couple of years. Mark my words. Jaylen Brown into the corner for Pritchard. Lobs it for Cornette, knocked away by Carter. And Orlando comes up with it. Pritchard turns it over. Celtics finally up to 10 turnovers after turning it over 7 times in the first 13 minutes. Banchero driving on Jaylen Brown. Scoops it up, no good. Awkward shot, Pritchard the rebound. Clock rolling now, 9:20 to go. Peyton Pritchard for Derek White. It's the Cornette screen. Derek White lobs Cornette, 2-hand slam. Celtics running the highlight reel now. Timeout to Mo Mosley.
Well, you finally did what you want to do. You've been going to Luke all night, but this time around the rim for the high percentage shot.
For 4.5 games, the Orlando Magic played the Celtics as well as they possibly could. But they learned one thing throughout the course of this series. You can make it a rock fight, but you better have a better slingshot. They have it. 9:11 to go in the fourth quarter of Game 5. Boston 94, Orlando 69 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston Celtics playoff coverage on 98.5 The Sports Hub is presented by Charles D. Sheehy. Charles D. Sheehy is your local leader for pipe, valves, fittings, and mechanical products. CDS is proud to partner with the area's leading healthcare, life science, and lab contractors. Partner with CDS to keep your project on schedule.
Hey, basketball fans, ready for the NBA playoffs? Get in on all the action throughout basketball's most exciting time of the year with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Massachusetts only. Existing customer offer subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 1 to 7 days. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com. The Piantadosi Baking Company is a local fourth-generation family bakery providing bread to New England's restaurants for over 100 years. You can find their famous Hearth French bread, rolls, and subs at your local supermarket. And be sure to try their new sourdough batard, Hearth-baked with signature sourdough starter. The Piantadosi Baking Company.
Your move-in day just got a little easier with Clinton Savings Bank's Safeguard Mortgage. You can modify your interest rate once within the first 5 years of closing your mortgage with us for a low $250 fee, even if you're a first-time home buyer. That way, if rates go down, you can easily modify your interest rate and your monthly payment. For complete details or to apply, visit clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, member DIF, equal housing lender. NMLS number 422081. Call 888-744-4272 for details about credit costs and terms. All loans subject to credit approval.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. FindMassMoney.gov. Did you know 1 in 10 people in Massachusetts have unclaimed property? FindMassMoney.gov is a free service from the Massachusetts State Treasurer's Office. Visit FindMassMoney.gov and see if you're on the list. Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. And Cambridge Savings Bank. Put Cambridge Savings Bank into your small business starting lineup today. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
There are just too many possessions in an NBA game and too many possessions over a 5-game series for a team that is as out-talented as Orlando has been in this series to hang in. And with the Celtics now leading by 25 with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go in Game 5 in a series that's about to end, you cannot say enough about them doing everything they can possibly do to keep this close. But if you're fighting Mike Tyson, all you can do is hang on as long as you can. Eventually, you're going to get hit.
Yeah, I mean, Mosley, I think did an excellent job of having these guys competing. They competed at a high level, but right now, the Celtics just are barnstorming these guys.
They had to, basically, Orlando was losing when the Celtics were 1 of 9 from 3. So once the Celtics started hitting their threes, and they've hit 7 of the last 8, it's good night, sweet prince. Orlando with the ball, clock rolling. Just a matter of the final margin now. Banchero dribbles to the free throw line. His jumper is good, and Banchero's just going to keep shooting to the end, and he should. 18, 7 of 5 for Banchero, 25 minutes for him tonight as he picked up 3 fouls in 3 minutes early in the second half. And that was the game. It's the only chance they had. Celtics survive here without Drew Holiday. Jaylen Brown drives, handoff, Cornette. Dives in for the 2-hand slam. 96-71. Celtics up to 58% against this ridiculous Orlando defense. I'm not sure the Celtics shot that number all year. Carter flips up with the right hand. No good. A foul looks like by Cornette. Celtics' best shooting night was 55% this year at Portland. Shooting 59% tonight.
You know, several guys in this position right now, you think about it. Caldwell Pope was not good in the series. He's... Is that what they touch?
Yeah. 6 of 23. Wagner enters to Wendell Carter. He's fouled.
Wendell Carter, let's go down the line. Wendell Carter had his moments where he was really good, but for the most part, not involved in this game. Wagner and Banchero were the best 2 players. They did essentially kind of what they needed to do to keep the magic in the game. And Banchero was sensational for most of the series until they got himself in foul difficulty. As you said, I think you look at Orlando and you start saying, okay, where are they going to go? You said they need a shooter. They need a couple of shooters. But is that a destination with a young team?
Yes.
A young team and getting pieces and getting those pieces where they can go out and they can spend money. And you're also going to Florida where there's no state income tax. Okay, people, you can argue with you all you want to, but for guys who are making $25 million and doesn't have to pay state income tax.
McNuggets for everybody as Carter misses the second free throw. 96-72, 8:10 to go. I'll give you a little some rare in-game hot take theater here in a second. Jaylen Brown guarded by Black. Spits him into Wagner left side. Jaylen Brown step back, his 3. No good. Long rebound. Anthony Black chased it down. Margin is 24 here. 7:48 to go. Banchero Switches to the right hand, drives, throws out the block. Pretty good look at the left side three. Got it. Margin is 21. 96-75. 7:34 to go. You got to think 96 is enough. The way Orlando can't score, but 7:24 left. Pritchard against Banchero. Drive on him. He does. And runs behind Cornette towards the corner. Bounce pass. Cornette rolls to the basket and gets fouled by Wagner. Fourth foul on Wagner. Free throws for Luke Cornette. You love Wagner and you love Banchero. You had to keep one, you're keeping Banchero, right?
So was that?
You're keeping one, you're keeping Banchero.
Yes.
Is
Giannis?
there? That's what I'm thinking. The only problem there is you're getting the only superstar in the league that can't shoot.
Yeah.
So obviously it would involve other things, but if you're playing the Giannis out of Milwaukee game and putting other things aside, where would be a destination where Giannis could join a younger team that could be a championship contender? Derek White comes out of the game. Jason Tatum is the MVP of this series. Of that, there's no question. That's missing a game. Derek White was very, very good.
Derek White kind of did what he wanted to do. And here's the biggest thing. You're able to do this and not play Drew Holiday. You give him 4 or 5 more days maybe to rest, and he comes back fully healed. That's a good thing for you.
While the networks would love a Boston-New York game on Saturday, Wagner drives, blocked to the rim by Cornette. Tatum's back in here. Celtics fans will just be rooting for the Pistons on Thursday night. Horford kick to the corner. Jaylen Brown for 3. When it rains, it pours. And it has rained down threes in the second half. Banchero drives, spins, Cornette fouls him. This was a 1-point game 11 minutes ago. And now the Celtics lead by 26.
Celtics played a long game. Orlando played the short game. Short game was when you kept fouling and fouling, putting the Celtics into penalty situation. We talked about it several times. Orlando, as well as they were playing, they were up by 9 points. They were up by 6 points. They were up by 3 points. And now they're starting to miss more and more free throws.
Yeah, that's an area Banchero's going to have to get better. Banchero is a future MVP candidate, an elite player without question, but he's not. He's a bucket getter, but he's not a shot maker yet.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to get better at that. He gets 1 of 2 free throws, 101-76, 19-76 for Banchero.
Did we think Jaylen Brown was going to be a shot maker?
No.
He is.
He hit the biggest shot of the playoff run last year. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand. Kick out, Al Horford finds Tatum. Going to rock a 3. Nope, he wants in on the party. Rebound, pinballed around. Banchero couldn't save it. Anthony Black goes to the floor to come up with it. Celtics going to get through a series with Porzingis going 2 for 17 from 3. Black misses one out. Horford, who was so good in the series, grabs the rebound. 101-76. Midway through the fourth. Right now, as Tatum gets fouled, Wagner is let go of the rope here. Commits a lazy foul with 5. It's 5 on him now.
I think you could let go of the rope now. What I normally say to some of my Laker friends, I just said, they always say, hails bells. And he just texts me back and said, whatever, man.
But you want to, again, you look at how different teams competed here in this first round. Milwaukee lost to Lillard. They, gave what they have. Milwaukee just doesn't have a modern-day roster of players around Giannis. The Miami Heat did not compete in their series. The Orlando Magic could not have done any more for 4.5 games than they did. And you got to appreciate their effort. They made it difficult. And to me, I said this the other night, Max, when you weren't here. So I'll start the discussion again by saying this series could turn out to be an extraordinary blessing for the Celtics. Imagine a team that defends as aggressively and in a similar style as the Orlando Magic do, but are much, much, much better, because that's the team at the top of the NBA, led by the MVP, SGA. And if 4 weeks from now we're talking about a Celtics Thunder final, the Celtics have already had a little preview of what that's going to be like on one end of the floor.
Yeah.
Wendell Carter with a dunk after the Tatum free throws are a 103-78. Tatum driving to the mid-block and following. Bounces out. Banchero grabs his 8th rebound. This was the Celtics. You can make a case played as bad a first half as they have played all year. Remarkably did not make a three. Banchero turns. Baseline 18-footer is no good. Cornette the rebound. Clock rolling here, down to 5:13 to go. They still have a bunch of starters on the floor. Derek White, and he's going to call timeout here. Help from Joe Mazzulla because he was getting pressured near half court. 5:06 to go in the series. Boston 103, Orlando 78. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
As the Celtics prepare to defend their title, they know they'll have to protect home court. At Amica Insurance, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter most to you. They put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through the details of your coverage, or following up after a claim. Your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you built. Visit Amica.com and get a quote today.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
To perform at the top of your game, you need up-to-the-minute skills. At Northeastern University's DeMoore McKim School of Business, we're not just keeping pace with the future, we're defining it. You'll gain business strategy expertise leveraging AI, data, and technology. Through transformative experiences, you'll prepare to lead with impact. Learn more at our weekly admissions events. Save your spot at northeastern.edu/business events.
All roads start with golf. The daily commute, road trips, reunions, even tip-off at TD Garden. They all start with golf. While most focus on the destination, at Golf, they focus on the journey. And with the Golf Pay app, Celtics fans can score savings like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Golf, the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. It all starts here. See app for details.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Just doing math now. 5:06 to go. Celtics leading by 25. And a brutal game to watch. In the first half, Celtics went through a half without making a three for the first time since, wait for it, 13 years ago in Game 1 against the Atlanta Hawks. And this isn't the 2023 Atlanta series or the 2016 Atlanta series. We're talking about the 2012 Atlanta series. That was the game that Rondo got kicked out and got suspended for Game 2. It's the Celtics won, beginning their playoff run. Celtics were on the road to begin that in 2012, that run. They are about to do something here they have never done before, which is win 5 consecutive series in 5 games or fewer.
Well, it, to me, it's so important that they close it out tonight. To not to give the Magic any more breathing room. Also, at the same time, to give themselves an opportunity to get some rest and get ready for another series that who knows when it might start between. That's going to be, I think it's going to be tougher and tougher with Indiana with New York going up against Detroit.
Detroit wins Game 5 in Madison Square Garden tonight. So they will go back to the Little Caesars Arena, where the Pistons have not won a home playoff game since beating the Celtics in Game 4 of the 2008 Eastern Conference Finals. Their home losing streak in the playoffs began with the Celtics winning the Eastern Conference title there in Game 6 in 08. Pritchard drives right side, gets into the paint, low step back on. Banchero is no good. Banchero grabs the rebound. Orlando hung in there until Banchero got that 5th foul. About 3 minutes later, they were within 1, and then the Celtics 3 started to fall. And the nightmare began. Banchero drives, kick to the corner. Wendell Carter launches a 3. It's no good. Pritchard grabs the rebound.
Why would he look down at his feet?
I mean, they are 6 of 33 from distance. They simply cannot shoot. And I'm as big a Jalen Suggs fan as there is, but Jalen Suggs and Bogdan weren't going to turn that around. Tatum turns around here, knocks down a three, and gets knocked down by Carter. Grabs his wrist, which has been his celebration throughout the series, and he will go to the line with a chance for 4.
Yep. There's some chocolate on that cake. Whew, I love it. Here comes Al. Al comes out this game. Huge ovation. Al's been so good.
You know he wanted this over with.
Yeah. I mean, in today's game, this game wasn't as chippy as I thought it was going to be with the closeout.
Caldwell Pope missed the 3. Torrey Craig is in the game now. Celtics will empty the bench. Wouldn't mind seeing Tatum out of here. Another 3. Hauser gets this one. And remarkably, it is a 32-point game with 3:49 to go.
They played and played and played until the Celtics got it right. The Celtics got it right and then just got on a roll, knocking down shots. Orlando couldn't. You made the fatal mistake, I think, Ben Carroll coming out of this game with 5 fouls, and you didn't come back in when the blood was just gushing out.
It was 59-58 midway through the third quarter. Since then, it is 51-20. And the Celtics lead by 32. 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZFM at HT Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
Grandy and Max sold out TD Garden. Everyone was cranky with the late start. The ball went in the air at 8:52 local time tonight. And the Celtics didn't get this thing going until about 10:15, 10:20, as they just could not make a shot. Magic ran them off the three-point line. Celtics were turning the ball over, making, if you, Max, come up with the 10 worst passes the Celtics have made this season, I think 5 of them were in the first half tonight.
I mean, a lot of the unforced errors when you think about just trying to force the ball to Luke when he was on the run and he wasn't near the basket. What was he going to do if he caught the basketball? So, you know, things that if you get better, and Orlando's a good defensive team, but when you get better competition defensively, you're going to have to sharpen everything up if you're the Celtics.
Baylor Shireman to Mace Kana, Jordan Walsh in the game here for the final 3:40. Get a little taste of the playoffs. Anthony Black hits a long two. 110-80. The Magic are going to be an interesting team to watch here in the offseason. They got the coach. They got the 2 stars that they hope can be there, Tatum and Brown. We've got a pretty good taste of the playoffs. 7-game series against Cavs last year. Torrey Craig hits a 3. The Celtics were 1 for 9 shooting threes. They're now 11 of their last 14. Black driving, scooping, and scoring. 113-82. Got another fun number. I stayed up till 3 in the morning last night, which is probably why I have no voice. Because I was curious about playoff series wins. Driving, J.D. Davis, and he got fouled in the cup, but they're not calling that. As he misses 113-82. Houston pulls up, misses a 3. Rebound, and lose to Silva. Torrey Craig has got it.
And hear those magic words of 2 minutes.
Shireman's 3. That's good. This is crazy. The Celtics are 13 of 18 in the second half shooting threes. Magic get one back. That's off the fingertips of Howard. So we're 116-85 as Eddie Palladino says your words you've been waiting to hear. 2 minutes remaining in the series. Tatum, 35, 8, and 10. I mean, he is the runaway MVP of the series despite missing a game. Great entry to Keita for an easy 2. The Magic had to hold the Celtics under 100 to have a chance to win, and it looked for 2.5 quarters like they were going to do it. Back-to-back threes for Howard. 118-88, 30-point margin. It's got a chance to actually be one of the bigger margins of victory in a series for the Celtics. With this win here tonight, with this kind of margin now, Shireman for the free throw line misses. Remember, the Celtics had outscored Orlando by 33 points. So add 30 to that right now. 63-point margin in 5 games. So that's what, plus 12.6 differential. And think about how we're going to think of this series being so crazy close. And that gives you an indication about the difference between the 61-win Celtics and the 41-win Magic. I think they're trying to get the na-na, hey, goodbye going here. Steal, Cole Anthony gets fouled. Stopping the clock with 53.7 to go. So, number I was talking about last night, I was curious about it because I was realizing how many playoff series Jaylen Brown has now won. This is the 17th playoff series that Jaylen Brown has won. So I'm going to say the following names: Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Sam Jones, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Sat Sanders, Don Nelson, Casey Jones. Those 9 guys are the only 9 Celtics to have won more playoff series than Jaylen Brown, who's 28 years old.
Wow.
And by the way, there could be more coming soon.
Well, you think about Jaylen Brown, the thing he said when he got drafted here. He said, I will die for this city. I will fight and I will die. And he's done just that.
Well, 24 hours after the final episode of the documentary airs, the Celtics add another playoff chapter. Unforgettable finish. And when the champion Celtics arrived at the party, they arrived at the party here in the decisive Game 5. Keita lays it in. Margin is 31 with 35 seconds to go. Caleb Houston will launch a 3 and miss it. Loose ball foul called on to Silva. Celtics will not shoot in this situation with 26 seconds to go. And here's the question we'll be asking for the next few days. Did the Orlando Magic show the rest of the NBA how to beat the Celtics? Or did the Celtics just see that and figure it out? Davison actually drives and shoots, missing. Magic got the rebound as the final 10 seconds tick off. The Orlando Magic scratched, clawed, and made it a rock fight for 4.5 games. But when the Celtics finally got through the door, they kicked it down. They win it going away. And a dominant Game 5 win, their 5th consecutive series win by 5 games or fewer. And the Celtics don't just advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals. They barged their way through the door to get there. The final score in Game 5, Boston 120, Orlando 89. The Celtics once again are on to round 2. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Today's game doesn't start with the tip-off. It starts off the court with all the work you put in. Putting in reps, putting out goals just to crush them, putting the doubters in their place, and putting together the right team so you can take what's yours. When you get ready...
He's trying to end the suspense right now. Tatum, kick to the corner. Al jumps into a long 2 at the buzzer, and that bounces in.
It serves you right, Mouseville. Sorry.
Half-court shot from Anthony is wide left. It was a methodical matter of time for the floodgates to open, and when they did, they did. The Celtics, in a 1-point game midway through the third, win Game 5 by 31, 120-89. They're on to the second round. Al Horford's picked up the headset outside the Celtics locker room. And I just posed a rhetorical question. Did Orlando just show the rest of the NBA how to beat the Celtics, or did you just show the rest of the league that you could figure it out?
I think it's about us. I think it's about us finding a way, it doesn't matter what it is, to get it done. And we knew this series was going to be a little different, and we just wore them down.
Talking about being chippy early in this series, you got more chippy, and there's several times I haven't seen you as demonstrative in a series early when these couple games happened. Caldwell Pope tripped you down. There was a bunch of crazy stuff that happened early.
That's the only shot they had. You know, they were trying to make something out of it, and I had to stand up for my guys. You know, when plays happen like that to me, you know, I could care less. But when they're going at JT or some of my guys, I have to stand up for them. And you know, in this league, you can't do anything. So it's mostly a bunch of talk out there on the court anyway. So I'd rather back my game by play, by going out there and playing. And I appreciate them because they helped me elevate defensively. That really drove me.
Is there a value to winning a series that was played the way this one was, and that you've accomplished everything? You checked every box the last year and a half, but this was a different kind of hurdle, and now you showed you can clear that one.
No question about it. And our group is resilient, and I was just happy that we were able to win this way, because you know we haven't played this way, and you know find a way, get it done, have success with it, and our team showed up at the end.
Well, Al, you know, just congratulations, keep pumping. And you as an older man, I'm looking for you. You're going to be older than LeBron when you get through playing.
Hey, that's a nice goal. Let's keep it going. Let's see.
All right, I'm sure you know, Al, that the Knicks lost tonight, so that series continues. That's going to go to Detroit for game number 6. And I think all of guys our age, all we can't wait to hear is we get to sleep in tomorrow. Enjoy it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, my friend. We'll see you when we don't exactly know. That's what we'll talk about. On the other side of this is the Celtics. It is crazy to think that they scored 59 points in the first 2.5 quarters tonight, and then scored 61 in the final quarter and a half to win this thing by 31 points. Celtics playoff basketball brought to you by Amica, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Celtics. As the chase for Banner 19 continues, make sure you visit Amica.com today to get a quote on award-winning insurance. Our thanks to Kelly's Roast Beef for their generosity. I told you Kelly's had to step up, right? And then they did. Celtics did not make a 3 in the first half. They made 13 remarkably in the second half. $33 to one mission for each one, helping kids fight cancer. Kelly's Roast Beef, home of the original three-way. Proud to be local, always original. Hardest working player of the game, brought to you by Bosch Power Tools, engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease. Bosch Power Tools, built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Power Tools, what hard workers deserve. Al's a good choice. You know who we don't think of as the hard-working guy? Jason Tatum. Because Jason Tatum kept this thing afloat in the first quarter when it was drowning.
Yeah, he did. He did everything. Talking about running the club, knocking down shots. He was truly brilliant with it, what he was able to do tonight, especially on, you said, the defensive end. Offensively, kept these guys in it. And that's what you do as a great player. Moments come to you. What was the first 3 the Celtics hit today? Oh, that was Jason Tatum knocking down one. Then he hit a 4-pointer. So it was kind of crazy how the floodgates opened up, but it was about your leader.
35, 8, and 10 tonight. All right, the Celtics have beaten the Magic 4-1. That's what most people predicted when the series started. I don't think anyone saw it going exactly the way it did. For 4.5 games, this was played at Orlando's pace, but eventually the Celtics got out the big, giant slingshots, and the rock fight was no longer competitive. 120-89 is the final. We will wrap it up. Start to talk about the second round, which we thought we might have completely